Guys, it's Guiltspire here, and welcome back to, welcome to Inscryption. So, this is a new game that I have not played, and apparently is brand new, just came out of release not too long ago. And this really does mesh together a lot of the things I like about specific video games. It is a roguelike, it is a deck building game, it's a psycho horror with puzzles, and also has like a role-playing element. Like, there's so much cool stuff about this. I've watched a little bit, so I know a little bit about this, but I decided not to watch too much to, you know, make it a bit of a surprise. 3 days remain? 3 days remain for what, right? I'm curious. Let's jump on in. But from what I've seen about this, this looks freaking awesome and right up my alley. I am wicked excited for this.
Time to figure out what's on this thing.
So it looks like this is a VHS of some sort. Guess that makes sense, the sounds we were hearing earlier. Oh, okay, maybe a game cartridge. So maybe this is like an old game cartridge on like a CCV TV. 3 days until Dusk comes out for Switch. Ooh, that'll be pretty exciting. All right, let's go to options first. I just want to change one thing. Pause when window not focused. I want that off, so I should be able to click off. Okay, so it does not pause. Perfect. All right. Then we are not able to select new game, but it looks like we are able to continue, see credits, or quit. So let's continue then. Definitely odd, suggesting a save file already on the cartridge. Looks like we're at a table of some sort with, oh, hello. How are you? Why, sir, you have some big swirly eyes. Another challenger. It has been ages. Perhaps you have forgotten how this game is played. Allow me to remind you. So thankfully I do have some ideas. I have seen some gameplay. Play the squirrel card. Now play your stoat. We need to sacrifice the squirrel for the stoat. Looks like for every drop of blood requires a sacrifice. Wolves require 2 sacrifices. You don't have enough. Ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. So very much like a lot of TCGs that I play. Your stoat stands unopposed. Looks like the damage is on the left and health is on the right. This reminds me of Lumpy Touch. Lumpy Touch. I do not know what that is, so I can't say for certain. The number on the bottom left is its attack power, this of 1. I do love that the health is counted by a scale. That's actually such a cool concept to me. Your stoat dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale. If you win, you win if you tip my scale all the way down. I love this style. This looks so freaking cool. Like this. My turn. They played a coyote. Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. My coyote dealt 2 damage to your stoat, so the health goes from 3 to 1. That means your stoat health is 2 less. If a creature's health reaches 0, it dies. It's your turn again. You may draw from your deck, or you may draw a squirrel. Let's draw from our deck. We got a river snapper. How reckless of you. Well, that's fine, because I can kill your coyote with my stoat. Goodbye, coyote. Hey, what's up, Slashy? How you doing? Because you are learning, I will pass. All right, well, I guess we'll grab a squirrel. Put the squirrel over here. And let's end our turn. No reason to sacrifice our stoat. You dealt 1 damage, so I put 1 weight on the scale. You know, you can play more than 1 card per turn, right? I know, but I don't want to get rid of my stoat. There's no reason to. Let's get another squirrel. Put a squirrel here. And then what we can do now is we can sacrifice both our squirrels for a wolf. That game designer slash YouTuber that makes Nintendo DS throwaway games with add horror to it, usually Eldritch. It does look like that. It does look like that. I do really love this style. Did I win, sir? You've won this match. They won't all be so easy. All right, well, bring me some challenge. Let me recall your story. Oh, yes. I love this. Like, this is about as far as I've gotten. It looks so freaking cool. It's like D&D mixed with a roguelike, mixed with a deck builder, with psychological horror. Like, this is so cool. I fell in love with this game the moment that I saw it. It is so awesome. You were lost deep in the forest. A single path revealed itself. So do I just click here? Looks like I click here. 2 denizens of the forest approached you tentatively. The caustic adder, damage from its poison bite is always lethal. The undying cat sacrificing the poor beast does not kill it. We want to take the undying cat, I think. Only one may grace your paltry deck. Undying cat it is. Another creature joins your caravan. All right, let's move to the next one. Some of the creatures of the forest seemed willing to follow you. You came across an abandoned sack. You found a squirrel in a bottle. Break in case of emergencies. Thank you for the heads up regarding the drivers. I do appreciate it. It's only about time that happens eventually after all. We also get steamed there 1st, 2nd, and 3rd while I'm at it. Think these were some OP cards right away? Maybe, we'll have to wait and find out. And have a second. So 2 emergency squirrels, another useful implement. I'll allow you to tip the scales with it. 3 is as much as you can carry. All right, looks like there's gonna be a fight of some sort. You were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain. You didn't sacrifice me, how kind. Maybe you'll help me? Interesting, so the stoat is gonna talk to me. Play along for now. You may now see my moves ahead of time. So let me take a look at that then. So looks like they're gonna summon a wolf cub across my boulder. Now, I do not believe we're gonna be able to get blood from a boulder. I wonder if we get to see what the floating eyes look like at the end. That'll be the question, won't it? So we could put something to the right here and attack them directly. We have a squirrel, stoat, and cat. In fact, though, I kind of want to play my squirrel. And then I think play the cat. Because the cat is undying. So that's fine. We can keep the stump there, basically keeping our cat alive. And then, do we have any more squirrels? We do not. So we can just end our turn then. Looks like there's something in a bat. Mind the ambitious wolf cub. It ages swiftly. Yo, what's up, Liquid? How you doing? So let's draw a card. We're gonna draw a... We summoned the River Snapper. It's 1 power, 6 health. Been good, bored all day. Fair enough, fair enough. Hopefully the day gets a bit better. Otherwise, we can summon our stoat. 1 attack and 3. I mean, the cat's not doing much just by sitting there, so I guess we'll do this. I mean, you can sacrifice it infinitely? Yes, that is exactly what it means. Keep the stoat since basically the fourth wall breaker. Well, I don't think us using it will hurt us. So let's grab a squirrel. Let's play the squirrel here. So we can get more info by right-clicking on them. Behold the rulebook. Airborne, a card bearing the sigil will strike an opponent directly, even if there's a creature opposing it. Meaning that we can put something in front of the bat and not have to worry about it. That's actually kind of nice. So in that case, let's sacrifice the cat and the squirrel for the river snapper here. And then let's end our turn. The airborne bat flies over creatures to attack directly. Ha! My bat flew right over your river snapper. Okay. So, looks like the wolf is going to break our boulder soon. Our river snapper will kill the bat. Let's find what else we can get. We drew a wolf. This is perfect, because our wolf can kill their wolf. So, in that case, let's do this. We can play the stoat by sacrificing the cat, which does not die, and start chopping down the stump. And then let's do that. Perfect. We got rid of the bat. We dealt some damage to the stump. It's now our turn. We can then draw a squirrel, play it in front of the wolf, and then sacrifice the cat and the squirrel for the wolf. And then attack in. I mean, this is a pretty good spot. Our cat is saved by the stump. And overall, we're in a really good spot right now. So let's just draw a card, another wolf. Perfect. Let's attack it again. Did we win? Close. Draw a squirrel, and attack. Hey, look at that. Not bad, not bad. I am curious about something, by the way. Can we note something? That the extra damage that we deal is put into a bowl. I wonder if that's meaningful. You prevailed and trekked onwards past the now bloody terrain. This is like D&D, but a roguelike and deck building. This is so cool. I love this. This might become a new favorite of mine. Think we get more cards here? The young wolf cub, it grows into a wolf after a single turn. Basically means that we pay one less, but it's on the board, which means it's fragile. Versus the meek sparrow, an inexperienced and feeble flying creature. So this one has flight. So flight for 1 damage, 2 health. I mean, if we play smart, we don't need to worry about flying all too much, and if anything, we want creatures off of the opponent's board. So I think I'll go for the wolf cub. What's this? A rune of some sort. You stumbled into some strange stones in the mist. You were compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever. Kind of like this, but I wish it was more psychological horror and roguelike. Well, the roguelike is going to come if we lose eventually. The psychological horror, I imagine, is going to come into effect soon enough. So we either need to choose the cat or the wolf cub. Now, let's see. We could either empower the cat. I wonder what it means to sacrifice it. The cat cannot be sacrificed. I will say I actually did see what this rune can do. Let us do this. We can make a unsacrificable thing, or we can make something that grows after a turn. Sacrifice / delete? Yes and no in a way. Actually, I have an idea. Would that replace it? So here's a question. If we sacrifice the cat and apply it to the wolf cub, will the wolf cub have both abilities or just one? I don't know the answer to that. Because I don't know the answer to that, I'm a little bit concerned. So we're gonna sacrifice the wolf cub. The stoat is saying pick me. Well, you are breaking the fourth wall, so why not? Let's pick the stoat, see what it does. What an honor. So now the stoat, a ghastly spectacle, but the soul of the wolf cub now lives in the stoat. So it looks like it gets stitched over where it doesn't have a power. So I don't think you can double up on powers or abilities. Let's keep that in mind, but I do want to experiment with that later. Could be interesting. What this? Oh, it's another event, another fight. Behold my totem. It inscribes my canine cards with the airborne sigil. Control plus sacrifice plus empower. Yes. He's completely insane, you see that, right? No care for the rules. Pathetic, really, enough. So apparently, he can hear the stoat. Interesting. So let's take a look at the board. He's gonna play a bat and a coyote. Both of them will fly over my creatures no matter what. Let's take a look at my hand again. We have a stoat, we have a squirrel. Upgrade stoat next match, interesting. Yes, so the stoat will basically become stronger. So both deal 2 damage and both have flight. What is that symbol there? Oh, I guess it's saying that it's affected by the totem. I see. So let's play the squirrel. Let's play the stoat by sacrificing the squirrel. Have you gotten the items I gave you? I have not. Oh, interesting. It gave me them. Fascinating. I don't really need to play those right now, though, I don't believe. We could, but I don't think we need to. It's not an emergency. So we're just gonna attack in. We'll take some damage, but that's fine. My totem has granted my coyote the power of flight. Yep, so we take 4, that's okay. So let us take something from here. We get a cat. Well, that's perfect. So what we can do is we are at risk of taking 2, which I think would cause us to lose. Interesting, it looks like we can interact with the scale, but I don't know in what way. Rulebook. Mighty Leap. A card bearing the sigil will block an opposing creature bearing the airborne sigil. I did not want to do that. Is there anything else I can read? No, apparently not. Alright, so I think we do need to break open a squirrel. Let's put a squirrel here. And then play the cat. Yeah, let's play. Okay, so I think we have to do this. We have to get 2 squirrels. We're going to do this. Sacrifice the squirrel to the cat. Not in front of something. Then sacrifice the cat and the squirrel for the wolf. Is this game free? No, I think it's like $17. This is pretty cheap, and this looks really, really cool. All right, so that will get rid of their coyote. That will get rid of their bat, and we'll have a cat for sacrifice later. They have no additional plays next turn. All right, looks like they're gonna play a wolf cub coming up. Might as well draw another card here. Another wolf, okay. So that's fine, let's attack in. And that will tip the scales in our favor. You're 3 damage away from winning. 3 damage, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so once it gets to the last 2, that does define a win. Good to know. All right, our wolf takes some, oh no, we take damage, our wolf does not. But we can now play the squirrel. And we can sacrifice the squirrel and the cat for the wolf. And the wolf cub will die to our wolf, and our elder stoat and wolf will deal some damage. Cool, we're good. Impressive. You may yet survive this ordeal. Knock on wood. All right. Reminds me of Slay the Spire a little bit. Exactly. So that, like, I love this because it reminds me of, like, D&D, Slay the Spire. Like, there's so much little things here and there that are so cool because there's a story to it. Slay the Spire is kind of like you just go in, you play, and it is a role play in some senses for, like, some decision making in the event spaces, but this one seems different. I wonder if I can get up. No, it doesn't look like I can. I can look around. Those are my cards. What can I do with them? I can just look at them. Interesting. All right. Ooh, 3 choices. A sparrow, a skunk. The reviled skunk, its stench reduces the strength of the enemy. Interesting. The creature opposing a card buried in sigil loses 1 power. That could prove useful. The conniving raven, a blight upon the skies. So 2 for flight and 3. That's actually not poorly costed, to be honest. But I feel like flight is a bit of a mixed bag. In some cases, it actually can prove detrimental. The question is, do I feel like the skunk is a good pick here? It could basically render a space useless for the opponent, though, which could be beneficial at times. Though we have not seen our opponent have many creatures of the forest that are below 2, with the exception of maybe the sparrow, which we did see in use. Though I think theirs had 2 attack as well. We'll go the skunk. Actually, can I pick not to choose? I don't think I can. Interesting. No, we'll go with the skunk. Then we have another ruin, or we have a fire. We have not been to a fire. So I think we might go to here and see what's up. Skunk against what? So I think we sacrifice the skunk. Yeah, I like this idea. I like this idea a lot. We reduce the... We get rid of the skunk for a river snapper, trying to keep our deck thin. And then our river snapper with a lot of health can then reduce the power or attack of another creature. Yeah, let's do that. I like this idea. It means that we'll have a bit of a chunky wall. All right, looks like this is another encounter. There's a way out for both of us. It's somewhere in this foul cabin. Be silent or I'll tear you to shreds. All right, so we have a sparrow and a grizzly. Holy hell, that thing has 4 attack and 6 power. The fresh what? All right, so putting the stoat in front of that's a bad idea. The Grand Fur has the Mighty Leap, which can block creatures with Airborne, which includes the Sparrow. So the question then becomes, how do we get rid of the Grizzly in a easy way? We could theoretically play the River Snapper next turn. The Stoat would only deal 1 damage and then grow. But that deals 4. That's going to be hard. With the River Snapper in front of it, it would only deal 3, but we'd only be dealing 1 at a time, which means the River Snapper would only be there for 2 turns. Huh. That is intriguing. Alternatively, we can throw a squirrel in front of it, but what good does that do for us, is the question. The answer is not much, so I think the smart play here is put a squirrel off to the side and just eat the 4 damage. Actually, I guess we could play as Stoat, since it's in an empty space. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm gonna tank the damage. At least this way I can try and balance the scales after the 4. Oh, Jesus! Another grizzly. Huh. Uh-huh. I think we need to grab a squirrel. If we take 1 more hit of damage, or maybe 2, I think we lose. We could throw a wolf in front of the bear, but what good would that do? We deal 3 damage to it, and that's about it. Knew about the second grizzly? Maybe. Maybe you're right. Maybe it has some information that we do not. So I think the right play here is to play a squirrel in front of the grizzly and then attack. So we balance the scales a bit. The Stoat does not die. What do we do now, though? The Stoat can only deal 2 damage to the grizzly, bring it down to 4. The grizzly, on the other hand, Ooh, this is a bit dicey. We could just tank damage with the squirrel. But what good does that do? It would just mean that we're defenseless next turn. We could sacrifice the stoat. Ooh, this is bad. Especially as we have another sparrow incoming, though it's going to take 3 turns for it to get through the grand fir. True, true. We could put the river snapper in front of the grizzly, and that would be able to tank it for 2 turns. But we'd still take 4 damage, would we not? I mean, no matter what, I think we have to grab a squirrel. So what now is the question? We can deal 2 damage to the grizzly, but then it'll run over our stoat. And I guess in that case, what's that tool though? It tips the scale in our favor, apparently. To the user, you'll place a weight on the scales. The pain is temporary. So imagine it would tick down 1. 4 damage. Can we take 4 damage? 1, 2, 3. I don't think we can. I think we take 4 damage, we lose. We either lose or 1 away from losing. In which case, the sparrow becomes a problem. Oh. This is interesting. So, tank 1 turn. We put out the wolf. The wolf will only deal 3 damage to the grizzly and will die. The river snapper at least stays on the field for 2 turns. Oh, this is problematic. Huh. Whereas the stoat will stay on for 1 turn. So I think we have to sacrifice the stoat. We play the squirrel. And then play the river snapper? The stoat said something, I couldn't read it though. So I guess we hit the grizzly. That's 4. Do we lose? We do lose. I don't know what we could have done there. Wow, serious? That's the stoat? I don't think there's anything that we could have done. We didn't have enough power on board to go against the grizzly. So what happens when we lose? Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up. Get up from the table. Ooh. Fetch me a candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door. Okay, so we can actually look around the room. Can I take that? Or this? Can I not bring you the lantern there? That's a whole lot of darkness. I feel like there's something back here, but we can't see it. There'd be no reason for us to be able to turn that way, would there? A clock. So this is where the psychological horror part of this game comes into play. We can change the time on the clock. What happens if I set to 12? Nothing. Isn't 12 normally when things happen? What if we put everything to 666? I mean, that's a very common thing. Nothing? 3 a.m., the devil's hour? Okay. Is that 3? That'd be 3, right? Doesn't look like it, though. Or... I'm forgetting how these clocks work, now think about it. So maybe not. Is it the long or the short? Yeah, no, I think it's the long is the hour. Then minutes. Then seconds. Yeah. At least that's how I assume it works. The shorter? You don't think that this is the hour? Maybe we can try it. Doesn't appear it. Or you mean the shorter? Still nothing. Doesn't appear to be anything. Appears to be the picture of the table where we sat. We click on anything. Doesn't appear so. Interesting. There appears to be a safe with a hand on it. Maybe that's the locking mechanism. Might as well choose 666. It is a horror game after all. No sign of it opening. To be fair, there's nothing for me to try and open it with. Can we escape? We cannot. There's the candle. I don't want to do that yet. Hello. A rope and a knife. A knife we cannot have. Interesting. Doesn't seem I can interact with anything else here. Thank you, Frankie. A chest with a locked... with a key. Oh my god. That's a little bit too close for comfort. Hello there. What is that on your head? It looks like hair over the eyes, but I'm not sure what that's on the head. A globe. Doesn't seem like to be our globe. What is this? Huh. A jester? A hat, maybe? It seems to only have 3 locations on it on the globe. It doesn't look like it may be geography. It almost looks like symbols of some sort. Oh, this looks to go into this. Right there. So how do we get this? Interesting. Then we can extinguish the light here. Alright, let's grab this. Bring it here. I'm gonna look around first. This candle does not seem to illuminate very well. Okay, so smoke. Smoke is building up underneath there. Can we light it? Because doesn't smoke travel back? Huh. Doesn't seem like we can use this for anything. Maybe this unlocks the chest somehow if we get this lit. I don't see a way of it. Oh, I did not realize you were tapping your finger over there. Huh. Yeah, I cannot use that. Can we illuminate the dark space behind us? No. Alright. The food came while I was working on my Halloween prop costume, whatever. Alright. I'll put it back. There it is. Now sit back down. You're safe, boss. Let me explain something to you. That was one of the 2 mistakes you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now, where were we? So it looks like we can continue. Instead of 3 strikes, it's 2. And I can only describe their faces as alarmed. Oh, why? Because your costume. So we can either get another sack of things or go to a fire, which we have yet to be. Let's go to the sack for some useful things. Another skunk. A grizzly. The monstrous grizzly. Its form speaks enough of its efficiency. In fairness, it's just a beanie with a bunch of wires on it right now. Fair, and a raven. The grizzly might not be bad if we can get it on board before then. So maybe we do need a heavy hitter. A rock might get you out of a hard place. Choose one. A boulder or a squirrel? A boulder can last us a while if put in front of something without flying. A squirrel allows us to sacrifice it, however. Interesting. I think we might want to pick the boulder. A gust from this may lift your creatures into the air if only for a turn, giving them flight. If you deem it necessary, you may cut up one of my cards with these. Interesting. We can grab another boulder or get rid of a card at our leisure. That sounds very powerful. Feeling overburdened enough with the full 3 items you carried on. This looks like a boss. Let's find out. Oh, that's pretty cool. I love that. The trees seemed to close in around you as a chill mist descended. In the distance, you could hear the clinking of metal on stone. A hobbled figure stood in your path. Hee-haw! 'Twas the prospector. Oh, our stoat friend is not on our hand. Where is the stoat? Pack mule and coyote. Let's see, we have a squirrel and a cat. The pack mule deals no damage, and the coyote will deal 2. So let's do this. We could put a boulder in its way. That's not a half bad idea. To keep it busy for a few turns while we set up. We don't know what the pack mule does. Sprinter, at the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing the sigil will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. And I don't think we want it in front of our boulder. Otherwise, our boulder will end up just staying there indefinitely. And that will clog up our board. So let's do this. Our boulder can set up for 3 turns. So let's put out a boulder. Put it in front of the coyote. Let's bring out the squirrel and sacrifice it for the cat. Then end our turn. Alright, I think we need to grab the squirrel. So let's put the squirrel down here. And then sacrifice the squirrel and the cat for the wolf to attack the pack mule. Coyote. Alright, well, we don't exactly have room to sacrifice right now, but having a second squirrel next turn might not be a bad idea, though we can only play 1. Yeah, I guess we can only play 1 as of this moment. The coyote will replace the pack mule next turn, which will kill our wolf, however. That is something important to note, because I don't think that they can play more than 1 card on that, but they're basically queuing it up. Interesting. So I guess in this case, yeah, I bet it's best for us to draw a squirrel and prime for the grizzly. Let's attack him then. Looks like we just got some cards. Dang nabbit, my mule! Did I neglect to mention overkill damage? Oh, overkill damage, what the hell is that? Excess damage is not wasted. It carries over to the card behind the mangled corpse of the victim. Oh, that's interesting. Lucky for you. Otherwise, the coyote would have been down and killed my wolf. That's actually really good for us. Huh. All right, so this is good. We're setting up here. We have a bullfrog that can block flyers. We have a grizzly, a number of squirrels, a wolf, and another cat. I mean, we don't need any more squirrels, I don't think, so let's just draw. We get another wolf. Where's our stoat? I guess we just didn't draw into it. Well, the wolf is gonna go over a boulder. We have the coyote there. So I guess what we can do is we can bring down the bullfrog or the wolf. The stoat's dead? I don't think it's dead. But you could be right. Well, let's throw down the squirrel. We need to use that as a blocker for now to set up. I think he's gone since you sacrificed them? I don't think so. We still see other things that we've sacrificed before. Now, here's the thing. Though the wolf is there, we could do something interesting. The wolf will die next turn after dealing 3 damage. We could sacrifice the wolf, the squirrel, and the cat for the grizzly and topple over the coyote and queue up 4 damage next turn. Or even just outright block the wolf after dealing 4 damage. It just means we take 2 instead. Which I guess is more manageable. So that might not be a half bad idea. Otherwise, we do lose a sacrifice. Alternatively, we can play a wolf by sacrificing the cat and the squirrel, and then getting rid of the coyote. But I think playing the grizzly might be the play. So we take the 2, and we deal 4 now. Actually, hold on. We can play another card, that's right. We can play the squirrel, and then we can play the bullfrog. So we can actually kill the coyote as well. Well, that actually works out perfectly. That is perfect, because now they play the wolf, it attacks the grizzly, they get rid of our boulder. Let's see. There's the wolf there, we have nothing that will deal 2. So I think we need to grab the squirrel, play the squirrel here, sacrifice the cat and the squirrel, play the wolf, then attack. So we've won. I hope you didn't think it would be that easy. There's gold in them cards. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. Gold! I've struck gold! Well, that is majorly unfortunate because we cannot actually sacrifice these. These are just in place now. We can't do anything. Next turn, a bloodhound will come out though, and the gold nugget will disappear, but it's only 1 sacrifice for us. Guardian, when an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space. When an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, a card bearing a sigil will move to that empty space. Basically, if we put something down to attack directly, we'll block instead. I guess we need to set up for us to play things. We don't have much though, and that bloodhound has 3 health. That sucks. That got rid of our grizzly, which is our biggest beater. And we can only play 1 thing next turn. So it'd be a squirrel as a blocker at most. Ooh, apparently there is punishment for overcommitting to the board. So I think all we do is we grab a squirrel. And then just pass. I guess we could, wait. Where's my... Didn't I have a bottle for a squirrel? Oh no, it's a boulder. We already used that. Right. Right. We can cut up a card. All right. Get him. So at most right now, so they're not queuing up any other cards is the problem. So we might need to just throw things at the Bloodhound in the meanwhile. Either that or get rid of the Bloodhound and try and queue up. Let's draw, let's see what we get. We got a River Snapper. It's still 2 sacrifices. That's problematic. That's gonna be dealing 2 damage unless we sacrifice a squirrel to it, basically. But then that means we have nothing to follow up with. Until they get rid of another gold nugget. So I think we play under assumption of queuing, we get rid of their Bloodhound. And then I guess we, since they're not queuing up anything in this column, we can put down a squirrel and then just pass, because playing the cat wouldn't make much sense, because that might end up just ending up dying as a blocker. Adder. Okay, that works out. That gives us 2 turns to set up. Let's grab another squirrel. And I think we just pass. Adder kills the gold nugget. Ooh. Wow. I thought it was going to be 2 turns because it was an object, but apparently that quote-unquote death touch will kill anything. Huh. This becomes interesting now. Let's draw this. Hey! It's a stoat. The mule's key. You're a little bit late there, stoat me boy. Huh. I don't want to use the... Actually, wait. Hold on. No, we're good. When a card being buried in sigil damages another creature. Okay, it has to damage, so we can damage it. So in that case, let us play the cat. Let us play the squirrel. Or I guess we could just play the stoat. You know what? Yeah, I think we just play the stoat. So sacrifice the cat for the stoat. Okay. And then I think we just attack in. Destroy the adder. The stoat grows, we get a squirrel. And then I think we have to wait for the gold nugget to disappear. So we can just start dealing a couple damage at a time. Start tipping the scale in our favor. Yep, draw more squirrel. There's the wolf, that's fine. That allows us to set up now. Draw another squirrel. So now we can put down a squirrel. We can then play our wolf. And then get rid of their wolf. Hey, look at that. Didn't even need to. Allow me to light your candle once more. I won't be killing you quite yet. Apparently, maybe killing a boss or defeating a boss gets us a life back? Can't you keep sacrifices for the match? Can't you keep sacrifices? No, I don't believe so. Relit our candle. Miner's Bane. You're the first in a while to overcome a boss. As a reward, you're granted an opportunity to select a rare card. So kind of like Slay the Spire in this case. Choose carefully. Ooh. The level of brutish strength needs no explanation. A Yuli. Ooh. 7/7 for 4. That's actually pretty huge. That is pretty huge. Also, Frankie, if you're here by chance, could you do me a favor and actually put away my food? I think I'm going to be too distracted. Could you please put away my food? I thought maybe I'd have more time to grab a bite, but I'm too entrenched in this. A largely unimpressive specimen. Strange larva, but it does grow. The question is, what does it grow into? Huh. Poor abandoned child. It does not die when sacrificed, but do you have the heart to try? Child 13. So much like the cat. So that's undying. So basically, that'll just be another cat. Fledgling. A card bearing the sigil will grow into a more powerful form after 1 turn on board. This might seem unimpressive, but it could be pretty cool. But it's like a rare cat. Yeah, exactly. It's a rare cat of sorts. But it serves no difference as far as the purpose is concerned. So 0 attack, 1 health, and is undying. The otter has advice? Ooh, that's actually not a bad idea. Can I see where the otter is? No, I can't. Yeah. I can't consult the stoat. This seems like a really good beater, but we already have a grizzly as a beater right now. 4/6 for 3. This is arguably much better, and if I could sacrifice the grizzly, I would. The strange larva, though, we don't know what it grows into. I'd imagine that it could be something beneficial. So I think for the sake of keeping our curve low, I think we take the strange larva. Can I get up from the table? With the sound of the prospector's pickaxe still ringing in your ears, you carried onwards. Ooh, hello. There's a lot more choices. The rank smell of rotten mold permeated the humid air. Interesting. Every step forward was answered by some nearby slip or slither. You tread cautiously into the wetlands. So I can stand up from the table now. Interesting. Can I take this? No, I cannot take my candle back. Has the time changed? No, it has not. Has this changed at all? Seemingly no. Hold up! The hand is gone! The hand is gone! So maybe we can open this now. We still don't know what the combination is. We could technically force open it, right? Unless it has a special event that allows us, that gives us the combination. I mean, it's a, was it 9 number 3 digits? What's the number of possibilities there? Pretty high, right? Because it'd be like 111, 121, 131, 141. We could brute force it, but it would take quite a while. That'd be quite a while to brute force it, right? Because it'd be 151, 161, 171, then 112, 113, so on and so on and so on. Like, there's so many permutations for this that it would be a while before we could. We haven't gotten any hints from what I've seen either on what it could be. We haven't seen any, like, 3-digit number or anything that would correspond to one. At least I haven't. Interesting. Could it be, I mean, it's just 720 total combinations? Yeah, it'll take a bit of time. Actually, can we check this now? Oh, he never clicked up here. Nothing there. Otter planning now? Maybe. I wonder if we can consult the otter. Still nothing here that we can click on. The smoke is still here. I like how he's watching me just touch everything. Can we spin it the other way? No. There's nothing we can do with that yet. I wonder if the tools on the table... You can't use that right now. Ooh. I wonder if there's tools that we can grab, that we can get out of sacks, that might help us outside of the game. Ooh. There's only, that one's only for, I'll let you use that, but not now. Enough, you can't use that presently. Is he getting mad? Enough, okay. That seems to be it. Trying to see if maybe touching the gems in a certain way. There doesn't seem to be anything here that we can click on. Nothing that is blind to us. Just want to kind of scan over it just in case. Actually, let's talk to the otter. Or is it Stoat? You have nothing to say now. Apparently not. Alright, so it doesn't look like there's anything that we can do outside of interacting with this, but like we said, that'd be 720 combinations. Alright. I'm thinking that we might be able to get a tool of some sort out of the bag that we can use out of the game. So maybe we need to go for the bags. That might be a thought. We don't know what this is. We know that this gets us more critters. We don't know what this is, though. What the sacrifice drops are? Let's find out. You must make a different kind of choice now. Choose not a specific beast, but decide the cost that you wish to pay. 1, 2, or 3. Huh. We don't know what we're getting. So we run the risk of, if a 2, we could get another river snapper, which is not that great. A 3 could be another grizzly bear, or it could be something that's completely horrible. 1 is probably the safest bet. The bountiful warren. It spawns a rabbit when it is played. A random card of a cost of 1. What were you expecting? When a card bearing a sigil is played, a rabbit is created in your hand. A rabbit is defined as 0 power, 1 health. So basically a free squirrel. That could actually be pretty huge. Because think about it. We sacrifice the cat to the warren. The warren gives us a rabbit. We play the rabbit and sacrifice all 3 for maybe a bear. That actually could be pretty huge. That might be a huge power play. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. So that could have a lot of setup potential. All right, so let's go to the bag. These definitely seem useful. So the fan and a squirrel. Let's grab the fan. That gives everything flight for a turn, or a card flight for a turn. Its bleeding yields 3 blood if you can ignore the bleating. Ooh, interesting, black goat. I mean, we haven't seen the black goat before. That's actually pretty cool. That could be pretty significant later on the line. All right, I'm gonna stand up from the table again. Can I take this? Enough, you can't use that presently. Okay, so it looks like maybe these specific objects we can't. There needs to be something. They give us, there's a reason for us to be able to move around, but right now, presently, the only thing is this. Also, it's a 10 number combination, not 9. Because it has 0 as well. Shoot. That's problematic. So the number of combinations is actually larger, unless you accounted for that. Huh. You can take a step back. Interesting, you can take a step back. Still, okay, still 720. There has to be something here. All right, we'll have to move on. We still have no clue. There isn't any numbers on the map that I can see. Nothing that stands out. It's hard to say. Something that would be between 0 and 9. But I'm not seeing anything. All right. Another encounter. What does that totem do? Stinky, the creature opposing a card bearing a sigil loses 1 power. Oh, that's actually pretty significant. And all of them have that power? Ooh, okay. So this, interesting. Interesting. Warren. So squirrel. We could play a wolf right away. Though we might also want to wait 1 turn. Can you break the totem? I don't think so. So we could wait 1 turn to kill the bullfrog. So let us play the squirrel. Let us play the cat over the squirrel. The warren does have 2 defense, and that only has 1 attack. So actually sacrificing the cat to the warren here will block some damage and spawns a rabbit. Never doubt the fecundity of rabbits. I don't know what that means. I'll be honest. You're using big words I don't know, my friend. Rabbit. There's no reason there's no reason to play it right now. Does it have damage? No, just health. We don't want to play our wolf. Not yet. So let's pass the turn. That's fine. It has an alpha. What does that mean? Leader. Creatures adjacent to the card bearing a sigil gain 1 power. Ooh. And an adder. We don't want to put anything in front of that. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Okay. So I think at this point we draw something. We draw a river snapper. Okay. So we can do this. We can sacrifice the cat, sacrifice the warren. We can play the wolf. That will kill the bullfrog. We could play the rabbit and put it in front of the alpha. It would tank a damage, but it would deal no damage to it. So that's actually a bad idea. So it's best for us just to take damage from it. Oh, that's actually, wait, hold on a second. It doesn't have the symbol. It doesn't have Stinky. Why is that? Is it because it already has a power? The creature opposing a card bearing a sigil loses 1 power, but it's not all things with that symbol, or not everything is getting applied. This one doesn't seem to have it. Interesting. I wonder if it's only things with this symbol. It's not a reptile, that's my thought too, because I looked at the adder and the bullfrog, what they have in common. They're reptiles. That would make sense. So we could put something in front of the alpha, that's not a bad idea. So we can play the rabbit, and then play the river snapper. And I guess we go attacking. The alpha now does not deal damage because we also have Stinky. That's pretty good. Rattler. Rattler. That has 3 damage, which means it's going to kill our wolf. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's draw a card. A grizzly. Fascinating. It does have uh-oh Stinky, you are right. So no matter what, oh, hello hand. We lose the wolf here if we keep it on board. Next turn we could play the grizzly, even with the wolf leaving. It doesn't mean we have to sacrifice the river snapper, but it's less than ideal. Alternatively, we can play the grizzly now and tank the hit. But that means that the alpha male will stay. Sack the cat and wolf for grizzly. It's 3. We don't have another one. We could actually break out the black goat and sacrifice the cat for the black goat and get the grizzly now. But I don't think it's necessary. I think we can play for our health a bit. Because we'll deal him 3 damage, putting the scale back in our favor, and deal 1 damage to the alpha. Wolf is worth 2. No, no, no. It's not worth 2 sacrifice. If we sacrifice a creature, it's only worth 1. The wolf would only be considered 1 sacrifice. The goat specifies that it is worth 3. That has a power to it, hence the 3 blood drops on it. You have to spend 2 to get the wolf. So I think we just attack it. Tip of scales in our favor. The rattler comes out. We then... Let's actually pick up a card. We would take how much damage? 1, 2, 3, 4. What the scale's at? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we wouldn't be dead. And any damage that goes over... Oh, hold on, though. Here's a problem. We have a slight problem, though. The alpha, if it dies, will allow for the adder. Actually, no, that's fine, because the river snapper won't get affected by the adder. Okay. Huh. Okay, let's draw a card. Wolf. Alright, so... Shoot. We can take 4. That's not an issue. The adder will not deal damage to the river snapper because it will be at 0. But so too will our river snapper, so they'll pretty much be landlocked. Which is a little bit unfortunate, though. Do we take the 4? But do we have a way to come back if we do? I don't think so. So we might need to use the black goat after all. Huh. Interesting. Because we'll only be 1 damage away if we let it through. Yeah, I think we use the black goat. So we sacrifice the cat for the black goat. Then we sacrifice the black goat for the grizzly. And then, yeah, we needed the stoat. We needed to draw the stoat. So So I think we just attack in at this point. That brings the adder down to 1. We only take 1 now instead of 4. A bullfrog will come up next, but that's fine. Our grizzly has 6 damage. But our river snapper and the adder are now landlocked. They can't do anything. We can draw a squirrel and play the wolf, theoretically speaking, and kill the adder. Do we need to, though? Let us draw a card. Strange Larva. Strange Larva will not survive an attack from the adder. So I think we just go in and deal 4 damage from the grizzly. Yep, that's fine. So I think at this point we do need to play the wolf. We don't need to, but it's not a bad idea. So let's play the squirrel. Let's sacrifice the cat and the squirrel for the wolf. Bullfrog's coming in, which will kill our cat. So I think what we do here is let's draw. That should be the stoat. It's me! Indeed it is, my friend. Can we win? I think we just win this turn, right? With the grizzly and the wolf attacking. So I don't think we need to do anything, but just in case, I guess we... Why is there a spider on your card? Hi. I don't like that. No thank you. No thank you. I guess we just play this stoat. Actually, well, we can't sacrifice the cat, can we? What happens if we have a full board? Do we just replace it? Let's try. Nothing happens. Okay, so we can't replace if we have a full board. Noted. I guess alternatively we can play the stoat over the river snapper and get rid of the adder. Oh, total misplay, you're right. I forgot that it's stinky. It doesn't matter because we still win. It's just overkill what I was attempting for. How brutal of you. You dealt me more damage than you needed to win. However, in my game, such feats are rewarded. Interesting. To be precise, a tooth to keep for each extra damage dealt. The Trapper may be interested in your spoils. The Trapper from Dead by Daylight? Who is the Trapper? And where can I find them? Interesting. Huh. The Trapper. The spoils seem to be out of game. Would that suggest that maybe we can find the Trapper? Can you give me my spoils? No, apparently not. Nothing has changed from the looks of things. Next boss, maybe. You'd think it'd be a merchant of sorts, right? One, 2, and 3. I think once again we just go for the 1. Bullfrog. The watchful bullfrog, it leaps in the way of attacking flyers. Our deck is getting a bit big, so I think we want to sacrifice something. Strange Larva, Warren, or Bullfrog. So Warren will spawn a rabbit. Is there any scenario where you want something like a wolf to spawn a rabbit? Potentially. Alternatively, we can give something like the grizzly bear the ability to block flyers, which also could prove beneficial. So I think we sacrifice the bullfrog. And I think we give that to the grizzly. I don't think we want a blocker that have only 2 health, so I think the grizzly might be the play. This way it can tank more damage. This sentence was so cursed. Let's do it. All right, on to the next fight, it looks like. Oh wait, is that the trapper? We saw a bear trap. Okay, so it looks like those symbols will always have a totem. Interesting. So next turn, we have 2 bees. Mighty Leap, a card bearing a sigil will block an imposing creature bearing the airborne sigil. What is this symbol, though? This symbol is not related to anything else we've seen. Notice that? Appendix sub... Hold on a second. That's 12, then 6, abilities 23. So are there 23 abilities? Insects blocks the flyers. Yeah, basically that's what it's saying. What's that symbol, though? That's what my question is. Interesting. Cat, squirrel, river snapper, and wolf. So we can put things in front of the bees without issue, because they will not hit something that cannot block flyers. How is this game? It's honestly really, really cool. It's like a mixture of D&D, a mixture of Slay the Spire. It's really, really cool. I like it a lot. I think we do play the cat. So I think we play the squirrel and we start off with the cat here. But yeah, I would, so far from my experience, I would highly recommend it. It's really, really interesting. So I think we just play the cat underneath the bee. Actually, maybe not, because maybe they might queue up behind the bee. So I think we put them in this corner for now. And then that's pretty much it. I guess we didn't even need to play the cat either, now to think about it. We could just pass our turn. Yeah, because we can play multiple things a turn. Yeah, I guess it wasn't even worth it doing that. Thankfully we got lucky. They have more bees coming. So I think we have to draw a squirrel. And start getting rid of the bees. Yeah? River Snapper has Stinky, which actually could prove beneficial if they're playing nothing but bees. Also, there's the spider again. Why is the spider there? Huh. I think this might not be a bad idea. So let's sacrifice the cat, sacrifice the squirrel. Bring out the River Snapper. And then let's kill the River Snapper. Or not the River Snapper, the bee. Bullfrog coming as well. Only problem is now, though, that we are down to 1 hit. And our squirrels cannot block the bees. That will prove problematic. So we need to somehow gain a life. Our squirrel won't do... Yeah, I think we have to use the pliers. Or, theoretically, maybe not. We could sacrifice the River Snapper. But even then, it'd have to be a 1 sacrifice creature. Alright, let's take the gamble. Grizzly, it's not. So, yeah. What we're gonna have to do is, we have to use the pliers. Ooh, don't like that. No, thank you. A well-earned point of damage. I didn't think you would really do it. All right, so we have to sacrifice the cat. We have to sacrifice the River Snapper, which does feel really bad. And then kill the bee of the wolf. It didn't matter. Okay, never mind, we lost. Yeah, I guess it didn't matter because the bullfrog comes out and hits us as well. Yeah, that just sucked. There wasn't anything that we could do. Because you take 2 points of damage anyways. I guess the only play... Okay, you know what, think about it. The only play would have been to get a squirrel. Yeah, I misplayed there. I should have grabbed the squirrel, played the wolf by sacrificing the squirrel and the cat, hit the bee, we would have been down to 1. We could have tanked the hit from the bullfrog. Yeah, we misplayed. Ever so slightly. Okay. We learned a lesson. Yo, what's up, Poxbomb? How you doing? How disappointing. So we lost a life. That's okay, we're still in it. And I think we'll gain a life back if we beat the boss, which I don't think the Trapper is a boss. What's the Trapper, though? You were stopped along the way by a Trapper looking to liquidate his pelts. Were they of Dwight, Claudette, and Nia? There was something uncanny about his appearance, but you were quickly distracted by his wares. Doing well, just some late night gaming. How it goes with you? Pretty good, pretty good. Trying out Inscryption for the first time and loving it. Care to look at my pelts? Take a pelt free of charge. Are those all teeth? Have what we've been measuring metal teeth? Interesting. Golden pelt. Take a pelt free of charge. So we get the rabbit pelt. Trapper DVD, apparently. See the quality? I think. So can we play it for free, basically, as a blocker? Huh. You're leaving already? Please consider my pelts. Oh, I see, I see. So we can use one. So we have what, 5, 10, 11. The golden pelt is basically a 3 damage blocker. I don't think we can use it for a sacrifice though, for obvious reason. Wolf pelt and rabbit pelt. Okay, so basically the pelts are the health points of the creature. Huh. The only problem is, like, if we're looking at cost efficiency, it really isn't great. The gold pelt seems the best, but like cost efficiency is horrible because for 2 additional damage, we pay more than double. And same thing, actually for 3 times that, we pay more than 6 for 3. That's really bad if you're looking from a cost efficiency standpoint. Just bought Slay the Spire earlier. I love a good card game. I love Slay the Spire. I will say this is very Slay the Spire-esque, but like mixed in with Dungeons and Dragons role-playing. Like, it's really, really cool. I literally love the concept. From a cost efficiency standpoint, this is really bad, honestly. But at the same time, like 3 turns could be pretty significant. Or 3 health could be significant. But then again, if they play a flying creature over it, it's a dud. Maybe we use it as like a 1-turn blocker. Because I'm trying to think of how many creatures of theirs have more than, or less than 2 attack at times. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. If we just grab the rabbit pelt. He's already given us 1 for free. So that's basically two teeth for free. Very interesting. Just the cost is not really beneficial, so I think we just grab the rabbit pelt. Oh, and interesting, it refreshes. Probably 2 for pelt? Yeah, exactly. Okay. I think that's it. We just take the 2. Thanks for your business. Goodbye, Trapper. The man assured you of the value of the pelts. They appear to be useless in a fight. But he mentioned that the trader further down the path would reward you for them. Oh, okay. Okay. I see. So maybe if we took the golden pelt, we could have then traded it with the trader for something else. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. Okay, I'll have to keep this in mind. So we can sacrifice something else, thinning out our deck again. Or we can grab more tools. We are light on tools, aren't we? So I think we should do that. A powerful item, turn this and I'll skip my next turn. That is significant. Then a scroll in a bottle, another set of pliers, or a fan. I think this wouldn't be a bad idea. I wonder how many times we can use that. Also, I want to check something. Now that we got another tool. That one's only for card dueling. That one. That would suggest that there's another tool here that could help us or be used outside of the game. Interesting. Wait, there's a skull. This is new. Is it not? There's a tooth. Okay, it looks like it was added to our bowl. Interesting, is that all? So they added something new to here. What triggered that, I wonder? Anything new here? Has time passed? No. 32 times since maybe. Nothing's changed here. I'm wondering why this one's tipped over. You'd think maybe there was like a removable back or something. Interesting. Okay, so things in the room will change over time. All right, let's move forward. This one will not be with a totem. That's good news. Flying. What's this symbol, though? Waterborne. A card bearing the sigil. Submerges itself during its opponent's turn. While submerged, opposing creatures can't creatures attack its owner directly. A card bearing a sigil submerges itself during its opponent's turn. While submerged, opposing creatures attack its owner directly. So we can't kill the kingfisher. We can block it, but we can't kill it. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad for us. That could be problematic. We do have a rabbit pelt, so we can tank 2 damage with that. Now, here's an interesting question. Do we keep the rabbit pelt? A benefit, but a downside, yeah. We can't sacrifice it. We could bring out the cat. This is rough. So do we lose the rabbit pelt if we put it in front as a blocker? That's my question. I don't know the answer. So I think we do this. Let's put the squirrel down. Let's sacrifice it for the cat. Let's sacrifice the cat for the strange larva. Let's put down the rabbit pelt in front. Actually, I guess I should have put the strange larva in front of it instead. That's a misplay. And then I guess we put the rabbit pelt in front of that. And now we're empty-handed. Sparrow. It went into a strange pupa, so it requires another turn. Oh, that's bad. I guess, yeah, if we put it into the front of the coyote, that could have been pretty significant. Do we risk it? I think we might have to. A stoat. Okay, so we can sacrifice the cat. We can put it in front of the coyote. And then we can attack it. That's 3. Oh, we lose, though. Ooh, yeah. We needed to get another tooth. Looks like we're being dragged into the room that we couldn't open. Interesting. You aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory. Though you may think of it that way. Before you expire, I must ask you a favor. What is that on the top of the door? It looks like red twine. Strange. I would like a memento. A card, your very own death card. Is that suggesting all the creatures or all the cards we play with contain the souls of other challengers? It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We'll work together to amend that. I want this to be the perfect memento of you. Here are some cards from your mediocre deck. You can put them to good use. Please choose a card to draw the cost from. I guess free? A cost of free from the rabbit pelt. Yeah. And another. This time I'll use its power and health, the numbers. I mean, a free card for 6? That'd be freaking broken. Yeah. I think that works out perfectly. 4 power and 6 health from the grizzly? Yes, please, and thank you. Now choose a card from which we will exact the sigil. Undying or for it to transform? Transform would make it even better. Undying would allow us to sacrifice it too. When we sacrifice it, does it reset its health? We have never seen that. I think the cat. I wonder if the cat or something with the Undying symbol has more health, does it reset the health when sacrificed? That could be interesting. I think the cat. A sigil of many lives from the cat. I never did ask your name. Giltspire. Giltspire. There's now but one final matter. The portrait. Are you ready? Do I really have a choice in the matter, my friend? You do not need to smile. You know, it'd be really cool if it actually used, like, your camera and, like, took a picture of you. That'd be really cool. I don't think it does, but that'd be really, really freaking cool. Here we go again. Is this suggesting that I'm the same person? Another challenger? No. This is suggesting that we're a different person. Perhaps it is time. Time for what? We also start with a squirrel and a plier. Interesting. Perhaps you can understand bones. Bones. What are bones? We did not see that mechanic last time. Apparently, new mechanics are unlocked by dying. The resourceful possum costs 2 bones. You gain a bone when one of your creatures perishes for any reason. Stoat. Will this stoat talk to us? So, let's see. In front of us, we have a rattler. So I don't think we want to play the stoat yet. Stoat has 1 attack, yeah. So we play... Actually, don't even want to play the squirrel. There's no reason to. So we just pass the turn. We take the 3. Might as well just draw? Kind of like different characters in Slay the Spire? Kind of. But I don't know if it's different characters or if it just adds mechanics to the game. A bullfrog. I mean, 1-2 or 1-3. This one, though, can block flyers. So I guess let's play the squirrel. Let's sacrifice the squirrel to the bullfrog. From the death of your creature, you've gained a bone. Interesting. You will not lose this until it is spent or the battle ends. That's pretty useful. Alright, let's attack. Another rattler incoming. That is unfortunate. So we draw a squirrel. Playing the squirrel right now does not do us... Actually, it does. Hold on. Does it, though? Not really. Actually, yeah. No, it does. Squirrel. We then sacrifice it to the stoat. We get another bone. We can then play the stoat. And then sacrifice with bone is broken? Probably, yeah. That also depends that you need creatures that use bones, however. So then we can attack for 2. The rattler will run over a bullfrog. That's fine. We'll grab another squirrel. We can then... The possum has 1 attack. We can play the possum. Basically for free for all intent and purpose. And then I think we just attack at like this. Bounces out the board, draw a squirrel. And then I guess play both our squirrels for a wolf. Gain more bones. And win the game. Can I stand up from the table? No, I can... Oh. I forgot your figurine. Get up and fetch it for me. Interesting. It's beside the safe. So the skull is still here from last time, by the way. Oh, there's... Wait, no. No, wait, was that there before? Wasn't the rule book on the table? Mighty Leap. Oh, we can flip through it now. Bifurcated Strike. A card that bears a sigil will strike each opposing space to the left and right of the space across from it. Trifurcated Strike. A card bearing the sigil will strike each opposing space to the left and right and center of it. I wonder if the numbers up here might be relevant. Wait, 273. Hold on. Is that the combination to the safe? 273. Let's try that. Interesting. Frozen away. When a card bearing the sigil perishes, the creature inside is released in its place. Ooh. Trinket Bearer. When a creature bearing the sigil is played, you will receive a random item as long as you have less than 3 items. Abilities 28, 27. Steel Trap. When a card bearing the sigil perishes, the creature opposing it perishes as well. A pellet is created in your hand. Amorphous. When a card bearing the sigil is drawn, the sigil is replaced with another sigil at random. Tidal Lock. At the beginning of its owner's turn, a card bearing the sigil will pull small creatures like squirrels into its orbit. I have no idea what that means. Moonstrike. Leader. Bellist. Stinky Ants. Ooh. Mirror something. The power something something something. Ooh. Variable stats 2. Variable stats 1. The number represented of the sigil will be equal to the number of ants that the owner has on the side of the table. Interesting. So these are things that we can't see yet. Card counter, I imagine. Boon of the ambidextrous. Boon of the magpie's eye. Boon of the goat's blood. Boon of the forest. Boon of the bone lord. Minor boon of the bone lord. Harpies. Okay, so these are the items. Fish hook. To the user, hook one of my cards and take it as your own. You must have an empty space on your side to receive it. Frozen opossum bottle. Black goat bottle. Failure. To the user, nothing will happen. This bottle of goo has no use. Interesting. Hoggy Bank. To the user, you will immediately gain 4 bones. Pliers, scissors, special dagger. You will place a weight on the scales. The pain is temporary. I don't like the idea of what I'm using that dagger for, though. Rabbit hole. When a card bearing the sigil is played, a rabbit is created. Yeah, we're in bees within. There's so many different things. Touch of death. Fledgling. Dam builder. Hoarder. Jeez, there's a lot of abilities. But the one we want to pay attention to was further in 273. Still nothing here behind us. This isn't... Oh, hold on. This has changed. This has changed by 30 minutes, right? Because if we're assuming this one is the hours clock, that'd be 30 minutes. Also, this has changed. Mantis squirrel. Wait, was here before? Was anything here before? Next to that? Or no? Oh, no, it was. That was the board. That was the table. Can't do anything with this, though. Mantis squirrel. Huh. I wonder if we might see a mantis and a squirrel from the person we're playing against, maybe. So let's try this. Hold on. Do I want to open that? It's moving. Do we want to open this? It's a little concerning. This wasn't happening before. Huh, a card. Stink bug. 1, 2. A free card. Oh, hello. I wasn't sure if I would ever escape that iron crypt. It's a soda round, the stunted wolf. This madness must end. Put that away. A key. What? What is this? I love this because this is so cool. Like, this is a roguelike, a deck builder, a almost like RPG, but also has puzzles with it. This is so cool. I love this. This is so awesome. What is this, though? 5. 5 on the scale. I've only been watching a few minutes, but I'm so confused. Have to check out the VOD later. It's so cool. I would highly, highly, highly watch this from the beginning. This is such a cool concept. 5. So that's a card's power and toughness, right? 2-1. Okay, so that passed the turn. Okay, I see now. 0 of 5, so we need to deal 5 damage. Is that what it's saying? This gets us a skink. I forgot that I had put that there. Very well, you may add it to your deck and I'll deal you one every so often. Huh. Okay, so no additional prizes from that. What about this one, though? 5. Huh. So we need to deal 5 damage. But wait, do we need to deal 5 damage or can we take 5 damage? Because this will deal 3. Wait, can we put that? We can put it back. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, I saw another candle too. We cannot move that. Why? So that one simply cannot be moved. And I cannot move it at all. Wonder why that is. Why can I move this one, but I cannot move that one? So that would be... Okay, we have to do this. That'd be 4 damage. That'd be 5. Right? Yeah. 5? Yes. What? How? It only dealt 2. Why? That makes no sense. That's 1, 4, 5. But it's saying I'm only dealing 2. Is it saying that those are also blocking damage? Huh. Unless, am I supposed to take 5? That would be impossible, though, no? Actually, no, it's not. So maybe I am supposed to take 5. No. Do you know Spooky Plays, the DVD streamer? I do, Crocodile. We have interacted before. That deals 1 damage. What is that power? Hold on. What is the lizard power? I got gifted sub on the first stream I went to. Have some interesting luck. Yeah, that can happen. So, hold on one second. Where is the lizard power? What power is that? Loose tail. When a card bearing a sigil would be struck, a tail is created in its place, and a card bearing a sigil moves to the right. Oh, I see now. So it moves to the right. So basically it's going to block the 3-2 if we kill it there. That makes sense now. Why it only deals 2 damage. I see. I see. Just joined the DVD community. Most seem nice as far as in all the first matches I played as a killer were all pretty nice. That's good to hear. Keep that mentality. There are a lot of people that are toxic, but that's true for pretty much most communities. So without being able to move this, what can we do? This game is really cool. So that would be 1 damage. It puts it to the right. So it'd only be 1 damage. But I can't put it to the right. Yeah, it'd be 0. No, a lot of the community is. We just don't think of them as such. So only 1 damage to go through. I have no idea how to solve this. That would trade. Wait, that was 4. How? How's that 4 damage? Oh, because that's not dealt. Oh, I see, I see. So this should be 5? Okay, there we go. Worker ants. Formidable creatures, those ants. Very well, I will add them to your deck and make them available for future challengers. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's more. I do like these puzzles. These are cool. You need to deal 5 damage. What does the ant do? The ant symbol. When a card branded sigil is played, an ant is created in your hand. But that doesn't work that way here. Oh, okay. We just all have ants. We cannot move that one. Well, that would be 5, no? That'd be 4. Oh, because the ant doesn't have any power, I see. Oh. We can't move that. So what do we do here? That's 2. That's 4. How's that 4? Wait. Do the ants grow in power? Hold on a second. When a card branded sigil is played, an ant creature is an ant is created in your hand. I feel like that's not the symbol though. I feel like there's something else. These are items. Boons. We don't have any boons. Variable stats. Hold on. Variable stats. I think this is actually what we are looking for. The value percent of the sigil will be equal to the number of ants the owner has on the side of the table. Okay. I see now. We can't move that. Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, you're right. Caged wolf. Oh, wait. It was saying something. I didn't read it. No! Another 5. Split damage. We can't move that. We can move this one, though. What does the 1 symbol do? Once a card bearing a symbol is struck, the striker is then dealt a single damage point. The striker is dealt a single damage point. I see. We can't move that. Okay. Oh, you just said curious. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I was like, oh no! Didn't want to miss that. That would deal how much damage? We can't do that. That'd be 3, 4, 5. I think that's fine. I think that's only 2. How's that 2? Wait, how's that 2? That should be 3. Is it because... Isn't that only dealing 1 damage? Maybe it's 1 damage split? Is that why? That's 2. That's still 2. Yeah, the tail moves to the right when it dies. Got the good rest of the streaming day. All right, sounds good, Liquid. Have a good one, my friend. can't move this. Sometimes you just touch things. Without having met her, this wood carving is meaningless. In time, you'll understand its power. It looks like it's a part of a totem. It's a squirrel. Okay. I think that's all the challenges here. Yeah. Wait, the skull has more teeth. Okay. Still can't interact with that. We can interact with another candle, though. So it's adding more smoke? I wonder if that's the number of retries or challenges we've done. I feel like we need to, like, light the smoke, basically. Anything changed on the map? Or on the globe, rather? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, to smoke our souls. What about you? Any changes here? No. I don't think it's going to change until we get this. We've already done that. We've now done the safe. We cannot access that. And this one's our piece. I wonder something. Hold on. No, we cannot. And we don't have anything that we can put here, it looks like. Okay. And we still have no idea of this. Actually, hold on one second. 273. Technically, we can do that here as well. No. Okay. I guess 273 would be 313, right? So, hold on. 3, 5, 10. Oh, well, I can't do 13. We can only do intervals of 10. So never mind. That doesn't work. And still nothing back here. Okay. I think we've done everything that we can. Let us continue. All right. Interesting. The meager coyote, but what did you expect from only 4 bones? 4 bones for the coyote? What? The nefarious rattler, a brittle creature once past its monstrous fangs. Now, does that give us 4 bones, or do they cost 4 bones? The hell? The unkillable cockroach. It returns to your hand after dying. When a card bearing a sigil perishes, a copy of its creatures is created in your hand. They cost 4 bones. Now, if I were to sacrifice the cockroach with unkillable, does it also return to my hand, or is it only when it's killed? It says that they when it perishes. It doesn't specify how. Jesus. So are we playing now with bones instead of blood? Wow, that's a change of pace. I wonder if the book changes here. Hold on. I doubt it would. Take a look. No, so far, no. See if that page... Okay, the page still has 273. So anything with this symbol, we do want to pay attention to, it looks like. Probably only kill. That's what I'm thinking, too. So, for less than... So, theoretically speaking, we could argue that 1 power is worth 2 bones. So this is actually a fair upgrade. I guess we go with the Rattler. Yeah. What? Actually, let's go with the Coyote. I have ideas for the Coyote. You know, you're free to get up again. To keep your blood flowing. Feel like I should. I'm no tyrant. You may stand whenever the map is unrolled. It allows me time to plan your next encounter. But do keep your hands off my possessions. Yeah, so about that, a little bit late. I may have been fiddling with a great number of things. Still no change here. I mean, you definitely saw me doing so too. I touched all of the things. No. Okay, so I cannot use that outside of the game. All right, let's go to the sack. What's here? Honestly, the scissors are wicked powerful, so I think grabbing the scissors makes sense. Squirrel, stink bug, you again, indeed. Our friend freed me. Well, I basically told them how to do it. You got a plan? But we have another friend here. You've got to be, I wouldn't call him a friend, but I suppose we are in deep this time. Ant Queen. When a card bearing the sigil is played, an ant is created in your hand. So at most this would be, we'd have two power creatures. Interesting. Another friend here. That's 2 bones though. Interesting. We could, hold on a second, what are they playing? A wolf cub. Okay, I have an idea. So they have banter with each other apparently. So apparently they can hear each other and he can also hear them. So I have an idea. That has only 1 power. Stoat has 3. So I think the play here is, but I can hear them also, correct. So we could put the squirrel in front of this and chump a hit. That would get us 1 bone. We could pick up a squirrel next turn. And then, yeah, give us 1 bone. We could pick up a squirrel next turn, play the squirrel, play the stoat, have 2 bones, play the stink bug as well. That might be the play. If we play the stoat and the stink bug now, we can tank a hit. And, hello spider, I don't like that you exist. We can tank a hit and then kill it, but then we wouldn't have any bones. So I think doing this is the play. They also have an alpha coming in. So grab a squirrel. An alpha is gonna boost the wolf cub's power. Also has 2. All right, so we play the squirrel. We sacrifice it to the stoat, which we can play here and tank a few hits from that. Keep me alive. We can then play the stink bug in front of the wolf cub. Back in the game. Then we can attack. Doubtful, ow. That's fine, you're still alive, you're okay. Let us... Do we pick up another squirrel or a card? A squirrel might be beneficial if we need to bring out the ant queen. We could also do that next turn too. We drew 2 squirrels back to back. Yeah, let's do that. Let's attack. Enough! All right, let's grab another squirrel. Do squirrel, squirrel. Sacrifice, sacrifice for the ant queen. Power in numbers, the ant's creed. The worker ant does take a sacrifice, it looks like. Duly noted. Hey, what's up, Ichigo? How you doing? Let's attack. And then I guess we just draw a squirrel and sacrifice for the worker ant. And now we have 2 2/2s. And I think this is the game. Then any additional we can always use for the trapper. And which actually is coming up soon, so that's good to know. 3 cards. Hey, that's me! I do end up in the game. That's freaking awesome. It's a free 4/6 Undying. Yes! That's amazing. So we influence the game. Oh, this is so cool. I already love this game. This game is so awesome. I love this. I love this. An adder or an opossum. Yeah, I don't know. Why is there a mushroom underneath? That's interesting. I think we go for a free 4/6 with the ability to sacrifice myself infinitely. Yeah. That's freaking awesome. What's the fireplace? You mean the fire over here? Okay, I want to get up real quick. Just take a quick look around. Doesn't seem like anything changed. Nothing at all. Okay. Our bag is full, so let's go to the fire. Let's take a look. You came across a small group of survivors. Faces shrunken from starvation, they huddled around a campfire. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned. Come, warm one of your creatures by the fire, one said. Warm it by the fire, that will enhance its powers, said another. You notice one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. Okay. Oh. So you can increase its power here, it looks like. No, they're not gonna eat it, it looks like. It looks like it's gonna probably increase its power, which we see is here. So we could put that on the skink, for example. We could put that on the bullfrog or the wolf, but I think possibly putting it on myself might not be bad. A free 5/6, because they're drilling true. I think they probably want to. So I could put it on myself, my own card, and make myself a 5/6 Undying. I mean, there's no reason not to. Yeah. You warmed the poor Guilt Spire, enhancing its power. One of the survivors reached towards it. Another gnashed their teeth. Without a word, you pulled the Guilt Spire away from the fire and left. I'm liking this. This is really freaking cool. They did almost eat me. Okay. Grand Fur. I drew myself turn 1. That's amazing. Porcupine. Once a card bearing the sigil struck, the striker is then dealt a single damage point. Okay. Spider, can you get away? You freak of nature. Squirrel, we could play the skink, which is a 1/2. And when a card bearing a sigil would be struck, a tail is created in its place and a card bearing a sigil moves to the right. So we could block the porcupines 1 damage, but it'd be better served against the coyote. We could also, actually the funny part is we could play me and sacrifice myself to the skink later down the road. Interesting. I mean, I can tank 6 health and I can infinitely sacrifice myself, which would then answer the question which we had. When we sacrifice a creature with many lives, does it refresh its health or not? We don't know that. Actually, let me double check, read this. Does not perish. Alternatively, that spider is creepy as hell. I do not like that. That is creepy. Alternatively, you could also destroy the stump, but that also clogs up their board, which is fine by me. Stop it. I do not like that spider being there. I think we just put ourselves in front of the coyote. Actually, no, because the skink can only deal 1 damage. The ant queen will only be 1 as well. But we could sacrifice myself infinitely. So we play myself in front of the coyote. We'll tank the 2 damage. We can then play the squirrel, which then we can sacrifice myself with a squirrel and for the ant queen. Play the ant queen, then sacrifice the me again for a ant. You have a gift for me? What's that, Ichigo? All right, so I think we do that. So let's play me. Let's attack them. Don't think there's a reason to play the skink right now. Wait. We won. I forgot. 5 points of damage is a win. Does that mean if we just get ourselves turn 1, do we just win? Did we just break the game? And Ichigo, welcome, welcome, Raiders! I am Mark, aka Giltspire. I'm an educational Dead by Daylight player, though today we are playing Inscryption, which is a really, really cool game. Highly recommend you check it out. But welcome, welcome. Would love to have you here as part of Gilty Ones if you are interested. And Gilty Ones, if you haven't already, make sure to stop on by Ichigo's stream and drop them a follow so you can say thank you next time they go live. Huh. I wonder what the game's gonna do about that. Like, can we theoretically just whittle our deck down to just me and win by default? Could that be a thing? Trapper. Hello, Trapper boy. I've the most exquisite pelts. The firstins 3. So we could grab the golden pelt, which is 7 this time. So it's 2 for 1 quality. And the actual markup is not bad here. So 2 to 4 is fine. Once it gets from 2 to 7, it's a bit more iffy, but I'm interested in finding the trader and seeing what they give us for the golden pelt. So I think we take that and then just go. Much appreciated. Well, we have not enough room in our sack, so it doesn't matter, does it? You can't take more than 3 items and you have 3. Instead, perhaps you'll accept this gift from my friend. Ooh, the what? Pack rat. Trinket bearer. When a card brand of sigil is played, you will receive a random item as long as you have less than 3 items. Interesting. Thank you, rat friend. As creepy as you are. The prudent pack rat. Never doubt the utility of a well-stocked pack. And hello, boys. Thank you much for the follow. Welcome to the Guilty Ones. So 2 blood for 2/2. Interesting. So we can go to a totem fight, which I don't know if that does any benefit for us. Like, I don't remember if when we won a totem fight, did it actually give us any benefit, or is it just more difficult? Interesting. I want to look around the table real quick. Interesting. More difficult. Yeah, I don't think it had any additional benefit. So I think we just go into a regular fight then. Grand Furs. We did not get a Giltspire. They're gonna play 2 sparrows, which are gonna be able to fly over us. Caged Wolf has no power. Wait, the Caged Wolf. Isn't that the thing that we need to get? I wonder if the Caged Wolf here dies, if that will also unlock. Interesting question. Ant, Queen, Squirrel, and Skink. The Ant Queen would not be able to kill the Sparrow. Neither would the Skink. But at least it would tip the scale in our favor. So let's start off with the Skink then. We do get a bone from that as well. A skunk. Well, that's fine. The skunk has clogged up the board because the skunk will not be able to get through the grand fir. What's the symbol on it, though? What, the skink or the sparrow? We could just grab the wolf. We could, oh, the wolf, yeah. Oh, the wolf, there's no symbol. This means that it cannot attack, nor does it have any power to attack. That's what that symbol means. It has a dagger, yeah. So that's where its attack would be, because it's crossed out, it doesn't have any power. It can only block. Now we could sacrifice the skink for the ant queen, but the ant queen will only deal 1 damage this turn. So I think we might want to queue up our turn by grabbing a squirrel. Then we can simply attack the sparrow with the skink and take a damage. Now here's something interesting. We are 2 hits away. If we kill this sparrow, another sparrow will take its place. So we are in a bit of a pickle now. We can take 1 damage. Is this the first playthrough? Yes, it is, Kyle. This is the first playthrough. So we are learning as we go. And thank you, Hello Boys, for the reminder to hydrate. We do have the escape tooth. I don't feel like we need to use it, though. Because I think what we do here is we can take 1 damage. I think we grab a squirrel. We play squirrel. We play squirrel. Ant queen will be a 1/1. We can then sacrifice the skink for another ant, making it a 2/2. And so we'd only take 1 damage next turn, as long as we kill both or 1 sparrow. So we have ways out here. There's some bones. Let's kill a sparrow. There's the worker ant. Let's sacrifice the skink. Now they're 2/2s. Yeah, we have 1 health left, quote unquote. So let's kill the sparrows. We'll take 1. We're very dangerously close, but thankfully they have nothing queued up. So let's just grab a card. We have the possum. I see the way this is going. I concede. What? Why can you concede? I would be able to get more teeth if I dealt more damage than the scale is available. You may accept my surrender. Or you may finish the match the slow way. I want to do it the slow way. So an olive branch. Hold on. Huh. He gave up, but is this an item that I can use elsewhere? I'll take it. I'm curious. Hold on. So do we have another item? Doesn't look like it. Interesting. Any more hints in here? No. I wonder if that was a boon? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, we'll check the wall. I also want to check this. If there's anything here. But so far doesn't look like it. Nothing else that would clue us in. Nothing there either. Nothing's changed. And I can't interact with it. Hey, Kyle, thank you much for the follow. Welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. Were there always 5? I thought there was only 4. One of them also has become a skull. Or a skeleton. Interesting. Nothing clickable up there. And I think these don't change. Yeah, nothing new in there. Just want to make sure nothing's changed. 4, but the 5th must have been Giltspire. Maybe. Ooh, that might be a good shout. Nothing there. There's the caged wolf. So So I think we need to get the Cage Wolf to die in a match. Okay. You encountered a small outpost in the woods tended by a mysterious woman. It was the trader, that the old trapper had mentioned. Her appearance was unsettling, but you were mollified by her offerings. Do you mind if I examine those pelts of yours? Let's start with your hair pelts. Here's what I can offer. I can trade you any of these, take your time. Rat King. Warren, opossum, wolf, porcupine, and cat. I don't think we have a cat, do we? Technically, I'm the cat, as in my Giltspire card. The black goat's also pretty beneficial. Beaver, what's the beaver do? Dam Builder, when a card bearing a sigil is played, a dam is created on each empty adjacent space. A dam is defined as 0 power 2 health. I don't think I can sacrifice the dam though. So that could be interesting. The Warren is nice. We have talked about that before. You would take the goat? We don't have anything that's high costed though, is the thing. Not yet, at least. What does Rat King do? Bone King. When a card bearing a sigil dies, 4 bones are rewarded instead of 1. Meh, we don't have a lot of high bone costs. The Warren allows us to do some really interesting plays. Porcupine could be interesting. To be caught empty-handed, true. At the same time, if we bog down our hand too much with creatures that don't do enough, then we could end up in a situation where it's a dead board. That's the other problem. I'd be more tempted to actually grab a wolf here. Either that or a Warren's. Or a Warren. A possum isn't bad either, for all intent and purpose. Get some stuff that uses some bones a bit more. My only concern with the black goat is that it has no power. I already have a wolf. Can I check my deck? Hold on. It doesn't look like I can. Yeah, we also have the golden pelt. That is true. That might give us a rare card. Very interesting. It's actually a tough choice. Yeah, we'll go with the black goat. Why not? Is that golden pelt magnificent? Gek, Ural Yuli, Child 13, or Pack Rat. We already have a Pack Rat. It's a 2/2 for 2, which is not bad. Gek is a 1/1 for 0, which is actually pretty good. I do want to note that. Child 13 is basically a black cat, but the same. And then the Ural Yuli requires a full board of sacrifices for a 7/7, which is actually pretty decent. The Gek is interesting though. I am actually generally curious on the Gek. Because a 1/1 for nothing can get rid of some cards for us. And will be a good sacrifice fodder too, that we could draw. Hey, thank you much for the heads up, Hellboy. Ichigo was very kind to raid us. But welcome in, my friend, welcome in. I think I'm gonna grab the Gek. These pelts are most excellent, my thanks. Okay. We could get, so, I wonder. We could do a couple things here. We could go to the fire, potentially enhance something. We could go to another sack, since we have 3. I wonder if they give us another gift. Or we could go to this and empower something. Can I take a look at my deck? Yes, we can. So we're now, how many deep? That is 14 deep in our deck. That's actually a lot of cards. That is a lot of cards. I guess, what is our play here? If we did sacrifice something to another, what would be the benefit? That mask was just Trapper's Mask upside down? It was. Huh. Worker Ant. So we have a worker ant already in our deck, which costs 1. This puts another worker ant in our deck. Yeah, the drawings for the cards are great. Like, overall, I just love this game. This has really, really been a lot of fun. If we were to sacrifice anything to anything else, what could we do? We could... Actually, I have an idea. I have an idea if it lets us make the words for us. Can I tell you something about the fire enchantment? I'm gonna say no. Let us figure it out over time. This is one of those games where I kind of like to experience it for myself. One simple reason I was watching, why is that? Hello, boys. All right, so let's go with this. I'm curious on something. Let's see. The choice is yours. So if we sacrifice the black goat, and then I'll go marvelous. No, I think neither one. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Well, you're very supportive, and that is always good. So now if we sacrifice the goat to the Gek, that'd actually be pretty significant. Coyote, yeah, I think that's our best play. Because this way, we can play the Gek for free, and then sacrifice it for 3 blood. That's actually pretty significant. Didn't you already get the fire enchantment on ourselves? Yes, we used it once, but who knows? This game has surprised us. There could be new things that we're not aware of. All right. And now we're back at the Prospector. I think it will randomly eat your card. Maybe. There is that possibility. Maybe if we cook it too often. My boss battles are high-stake tests of your aptitude. The hell? Okay. With 1 flame, you'll either overcome or die. Fear not, I'll let you keep the smoke. Keep the smoke. The smoke. What does that do for me? The incessant clank, clank, clanking reverberated between your ears. The path ahead was blocked by a grotesque figure. 'Twas the Prospector! Hee-haw! Gonna do a 1v1 on Osu with my BF, so be right back. Sounds good, hello boys. A boulder. Okay, so as we found out last time with the Prospect, we don't want to overcommit. The smoke. So we can play it for free. When it dies, we gain 4 bones. I wonder what happens, though, if we keep the smoke. Huh. Squirrel. We do have the skink. We have the worker ant. Coyote is a 2-1. Pack mule's there. We do want to get rid of the pack mule, ideally. But we don't want to overcommit to board, as we found out. We could get some bones and basically chump the coyote. We could play the worker ant next turn with a squirrel. But at the same time, we don't really want to kill the coyote, do we? We want to kill the pack mule before it's able to move over to our boulder. So maybe the best play here... We could actually use 2. We can play both the smoke and the squirrel, right? And start hitting the pack mule with the pack rat. Which would mean we would get an item randomly. So we might as well pick up the squirrel bottle. And then let's keep the smoke, I'm curious. Let's play a squirrel. Let's play a squirrel. Let's play the pack rat. We get an item for free. Another pair of scissors, that's actually pretty significant. A skink. We'll keep the skink for the coyote for later. And I think we just attack in. A wolf cub cleanup. That is significant. Do you want to draw? I think potentially playing the worker ant to chunk the wolf cub is going to be smart. Either that or the skink. So I think we will draw a card. An ant queen, that could be pretty significant actually. So So let's do the smoke. Let's sacrifice it to the worker ant. That will allow us to chump the wolf cub. So many bones. That's a 1-2 now. We'll hit the pack mule again and also deal 1 damage in the process. That will help tip the scales in our favor. Just pull and see if you get Giltspire. True, if we get Giltspire at any point in time, we win with an open board. A coyote behind the wolf cub. The only thing is, as we learned before, we don't want to overcommit to the board, is the problem. I think we might need to here is the next problem on top of which. Shoot. We already failed once, Kyle, and we were able to create our own card. Very good card. It's, you know, myself. My first attempt. Okay. I think what we could do here is let's grab a squirrel. We're gonna chunk with a squirrel. Let's attack again. That brings out the coyote. The worker ant will die. That's fine. And then we can kill the coyote with... Let's see, where are we at for this? Okay, things are still in our favor. What's behind the pack mule wolf? That's actually problematic. I need them to get rid of the boulder is the problem. So I think we need to get a squirrel here and kill at least 1 coyote, otherwise we do lose. Yeah. So squirrel, get the skink. 1 damage will be dealt to the wolf through the pack mule. I do want to note that. We'll take 2, which is fine. We draw another clutch of cards. Dang, nabbit! Wolf comes out. Take 2. Alright, we have a squirrel, a warren, which is actually pretty significant. Raven, a possum, which we can play, since we have plenty of bones to work with. We need to kill both or at least chump. The opossum will be able to kill the wolf. The squirrel will be able to chump. Yo, what's up, beast? So I think at the very least here, I think the play is to just draw a card. Yeah. Bullfrog. So let's play the opossum in front of the wolf. We could play the squirrel and the warren and block the coyote and get a rabbit. Basically replacing the squirrel. Wouldn't be a huge deal, but we do need to chump at the very least. He looks hella scary. He is. Bullfrog. Actually, we could play the bullfrog, right? So play the squirrel, play the bullfrog, and then we can get rid of both and start tipping the scale in our favor. The only unfortunate part is that we have overcommitted the board, so we don't want to beat them just yet. We need to probably sacrifice things so that way we don't overcommit the board. Let's draw a card. So strange. Why can't I remember his name? I believe I lost some of my memory. In the flask. In the flask. Hold up. I wonder. Hold up. Where's the items? Could it be the failure? Could that be with the flask that they're referring to? I wonder. Is this like Gwent? Kind of, not really. It's a mix of a lot of things. It's a mix between like D&D, roguelike, a deck builder, and a puzzle game. There's so many things going on, but it works out so well. This game is so well fleshed out. Alright, so this will not win us the game. So I think we just attack it. Wolf Cub comes out, kills the possum. That's fine. Let's pick up another card. There's a wolf. 1, 2, 3 would not get us there. Stink bug. We could kill the wolf. Or, yeah, kill the wolf cub. I need them to kill my boulder, but I'm not sure if they will at any point. Raven can attack over. 3 damage. Yeah, I think the play here might be to play the wolf. We'll deal 3 damage, bring them down to 1 damage away. They'll do me 1 damage, bring them down to 2. This will at least clear up our board a bit. I don't like that we're doing this, but from what we've seen, it's the best thing. Yeah, we'll take... Oh, we take 3, actually. Okay, so now it's going back and forth. Because one thing that we learned from the Prospector previously is that when the Prospector loses their first life, they'll change all of my board into gold. So I think drawing a squirrel here and jumping the wolf is the play. That way we can win next turn with only 2 things on board. Yep, that's fine. We can draw another squirrel, so we can reset our board, and then end it here. I think. Actually, we could play ace 1 thing in front of the wolf, because I don't think... Does it get rid of their cards as well, or no? If it doesn't, that could be problematic, if it resets the scales. I don't know the answer is the problem. Oh, that is problematic. Because if it doesn't reset their board, then we can put the squirrel in front of the wolf preemptively, and it'll become a gold nugget. Does anyone remember from our first Prospector fight, does it reset their board as well? Or just ours? I actually don't know. It resets the scale? I know it resets the scale, but it's a take away their creatures. I don't think we left anything on their board, is the problem. So I don't know if we actually have an answer. So I think we might need to play it safe and put a squirrel in front. The blinking eyes on Skink Bug are adorable. Does what now? So when we kill the Prospector, right, for their first life, and what we saw last time is that the Prospector returned our cards into gold nuggets. It resets the scale, but does it also reset their board as well? I don't believe it does, to my knowledge. I think it only resets the scale and then turns all of my cards into gold nuggets. Which is, if that's the case, then I want to put a squirrel in front of the wolf. You're saying it just resets the scales and mine? Okay, so I think in that case, we put a squirrel in front of the wolf. So in that case, we can end this, get rid of 1 of their lives. There's gold in them cards. Okay, perfect. Gold nugget, gold nugget, gold nugget. Gold, I've struck gold. Bloodhound, that's fine. They didn't attack. Okay. Interesting. It gives it back to our turn, though. That's what we didn't realize. Okay. Good to know. Good to know for the future. Next turn, though, they're gonna get rid of 2 gold nuggets, open up 2 slots. So we could do something interesting here. Let's... Actually, hold on. How many cards do I have left in my deck? It shouldn't be that many. Is it only 3 or 4? So we could do one of 2 things. We could draw a squirrel and then set up for a pretty significant play next turn with a squirrel into a warren, which would give us a rabbit. We'd then be able to sacrifice the rabbit and the warren to the ant queen. And then potentially even play the stink bug and another ant. And it'd be 2 damage each, which would get rid of the wolf, but not the bloodhound. But we could play around that. Or we could go a bit more risky. I think we grab the squirrel. Yeah, I think we grab the squirrel here. And I think we pass the turn. Or we could just play a stink bug now. Let's see, stink bug would go here, would deal 1 damage. That would open up 2 slots, which would allow us the squirrel into the warren, which would allow us a rabbit, which we could then sacrifice to the ant queen. But then we would need to sacrifice something for the worker. So maybe it's best that we leave this spot open for the squirrel. Let's see, warren. So stink bug. You play the squirrel, make the warren. We play the rabbit, play the ant queen. We should have another squirrel as well. Play the squirrel, play the worker, kill the wolf. Okay, so we can play the stink bug now. Let's play a stink bug. Good play. And then let's attack. That's gonna be 1 in our favor. That's fine. Get him! We draw another squirrel. We place the squirrel. We play the warren. That grabs us a rabbit. Bloodhound. Yep, does nothing. We play the rabbit. We play the ant queen, which goes in front of the bloodhound because it can tank a hit. We get the worker ant, we play the squirrel. We play the worker ant by sacrificing the squirrel. Now it's 2 each. So now we can attack in, killing the wolf, dealing some damage to the bloodhound. And adder's coming up, that's fine. Raven. Do we care about the raven? How's the game going? I've heard great things about it. I'm loving this. This is such a unique experience, but it's so, so much fun. I think we're fine drawing here. It drew me. I mean, if we get me down, so this is me, by the way. So I already lost the game once, which then made my first card. I was able to use Grizzly Bear's stats on it and the cat. I literally win the game turn 1 if I draw this. That's how ridiculous this is. So I'm not sure if I broke the game or what, but it is something fierce. I think we just attack, right? We are 1, 2, 3 away. Wait, I think we just win. Yeah, we just win. I mean, I also could theoretically sacrifice the raisin and get myself out, but I think we just win this way. Because it'd be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we just win. There we go. Let me relight your candles. Whoa. Did anyone else notice that, like, static effect? That's odd. Very well. You may choose a rare card. Ural Yuli. Sacrifice the ant and insta win for more teeth. You're right. I could have done that. I forgot that I would get more teeth. You're right, you're right. I do have to remember that in the future, that the teeth are actually relevant. Child 13. An unsurprising Gek. Perhaps you can find a use for it. Yes, I can, actually. We already have. The Ural Yuli, or Ura Yuli, could be interesting. It is a 4 sacrifice, but we do have the Gek that is a blood 3. Otherwise, we could just get another Gek, which is also pretty strong. A 1/1 for 0 is something that not many cards have stats for. Child 13 I don't think is necessary right now, though we do not have a black cat, I don't believe. So that could be our black cat replacement for now. Interesting, interesting. I think the shrew means you own one of them already. Oh, you might be right about that. That's actually a good call. I wonder if that is the case. Technically, the black cat's me. Yeah, we already own a Gek. Child 13's not a bad idea. I also feel like Gek is just so good. Gek can get us out of a few jams, so I think we go Gek again. Double up on it. After the harrowing encounter with the Prospector, you gathered yourself and continued onwards. Let me see. The air grew thick with moisture. The buzzing and chirping of insects drowned out the sound of your footfalls. You beheld the wetlands. Yeah, we're gonna check the room again, for sure. Nothing there. Let's check the book. 273, anything else? So far, nothing. Okay. We have yet to figure out how to interact with the clock. Did the time change? No, it did not. I mean, the number of permutations on this one is far less in comparison to the safe, but still. Nothing has changed here. Still nothing with these. Don't think anything changed there. Until we unlock this, I don't think there's anything else, but this does have more teeth and is soon to run out, which I do find interesting. Okay. An adder, a bullfrog, which that would seem to be right, since we already have one, and a grizzly. Now, we do not have a grizzly in our deck. A grizzly is not a bad idea. It is a 4/6 beater, though it's arguably worse than myself. And if you add in the grizzly, it would be more restrictive. So maybe we go the adder to get rid of big blockers. Yeah, I think we go for adder. Let's go to the fire. We're already full up on items. Umbrellas. A group of starving survivors stood around a dying campfire. There's room for a creature around the fire, one said. The warmth will enhance its health, said another. One of the survivors said nothing at all, but could not stop licking their lips. So it looks like +2. No way, do what you must. So +2 to anyone's health, basically. Also, insta-kill on any cards, exactly. So we want a +2 is the question. I mean, I don't exactly need to increase my own stats, I don't think. At least not again. A 1/3 Gek could be interesting. +2 on insta-kill? Yeah, that actually is not a bad idea, making a 1/3, taking some beats. So I think we might put in the adder. It's not a half bad idea. Yeah, I kind of do like that idea, actually. Let's go for the adder. The health of the adder was enhanced by the warmth, so that's a 1/3. As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, you withdrew. I wonder if after so many times of going into the fire, they might actually get the card. That's actually kind of interesting. Because they seem to be progressing, right? Wait, we win. I win. GG! Oh, that's kind of broken. That's a little bit broken. We'll probably, I just want to do that for the hell of it, just one card win. But in the future, we might want to play more cards so we can overkill. Guilt nerf incoming. I wonder if the game has anything to work around that other than giving you more cards, because it is difficult to get rid of cards. So maybe as your deck becomes bigger and bigger, it's obviously less impactful due to RNG, but when it comes up, it's pretty significant. The elusive otter, it submerged itself during your turn. The apothesized goat, the truest offering, sacrifice it grants 3 blood. And the inviolable beehive, when it's attacked, you will draw a bee. That is interesting. We'll draw a bee. I mean, we could go for another black goat. There is another rune sacrifice coming up. We could sacrifice the goat to the gecko again. That's not a bad idea. So I think we do that. I actually kind of like that idea. Because then we can just go here. And then we can sacrifice the black goat again. No, I do not want to choose you guys. I think we go for the Gek again. Because this allows us a free summon with the Gek and an immediate sacrifice into 3. So I think we do that. Like, that is really strong. A 1 for 3. And we have 2 of them now, too. Look. There's a 3rd talking card somewhere around here. Personally, I hate the guy. Biggest killjoy ever. But he's the only one of us with a plan to get things back to normal. Interesting. Kingfisher, Coyote, Kingfisher. This is what killed us before. Shoot. We can... Hi, Spider. We can tank 2 damage on the Stoat. I think that we might need to. So I think we... This Coyote is horrible, by the way. I want to get rid of this Coyote at some point. Because having it be 4 bones for a 2-1 is god-awful value. When you have an opossum for a 1-1 for 2. I guess it's multiplicative for damage, but still. So I think we go Squirrel. We go Stoat. That's 1 bone. Yes, I'm sure on that one. So that'll tip the scale in our favor. The Coyote will hit the Stoat, but we'll kill the Coyote. We actually can't play the Possum with our Coyote either, so we need to draw a card. Ant Queen. That's problematic, actually. We'll kill the Coyote. The Kingfishers are gonna both deal damage, though. And there's no way for us to actually get rid of the Kingfishers, so we have to deal damage here, no matter what. Which might mean that we need to sacrifice the Stoat for the Ant Queen or get rid of one of them. Give Stoat more HP for a fire and give it the ability to not die. Could be an idea. Yeah, we do have the 2 scissors. Question is, do we draw or get a squirrel? A squirrel would allow us the ability to sacrifice for the Ant Queen, but that'd still only deal 1 damage. And at the very least, when the Stoat dies, we can then play the Possum. We need to at the very least deal 1 damage here. Well, we can take a hit. This does not have flying, where this one, these 2 do. The Kingfisher has the ability to dive as well as has flying. So I think we can go up to 3. We'll take 2 going down to 1. And then we can play the Possum, killing the River Otter. That still puts us in a pickle. Alright, let's draw real quick. Worker Ant. Okay. There's something we can do here. We have ideas now. So, we attack with the Stoat. That brings up to 3. We'll go down to 1. They all flip now. The opossum can go in for 2 bones, which can then tank a hit for this. But we have nothing for the Kingfishers, is the problem. That's the real problem at hand. So we need to deal damage. We play the possum. We can do it for free. We can play the work. Okay, so I see something here. I see a play. So let's grab a squirrel. We can put the squirrel down. We can play the worker ant in place of the squirrel. That'll tank the damage from the otter. We can play the opossum. That will deal 2 damage, which will bring us up to 4. So we can take 2. No, we don't need the Ant Queen right now. I have plans here. So I think we're still fine for the moment. Because this will only be 2 damage, and we'll place the 2 damage, basically. They have a river otter coming up, though. That is problematic. So I think what we need to do now is we do need to play the Ant Queen, actually. Because there is piercing... Oh, wait, hold up. Right, we can't kill this for piercing damage on the River Otter, but they can't play the River Otter there anyways. So in that case, do we sacrifice the possum for the Ant Queen? We'll take 2 damage no matter what. Squirrel. Sacrifice squirrel, a possum for the Ant Queen. Yes. Get a worker ant. That will deal 4 damage, taking us out of lethal range. Okay. Next turn, we can play the coyote as well. River Otter will kill the worker ant. We'll go down 2, that's fine. We can then play the coyote. Need to draw, oh, that's right, need to draw a card first. We want to draw a card or do a squirrel. We could get another worker ant. Actually, yeah, hold on. I think we just win. Yeah, wait, did we just win? If we play the worker ant, that will raise the queen and the worker ant to 2, coyote to 2, that'd be 6. No, that'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd be 1 away from lethal. But that's okay, because we can tank the hit from the otter. Yeah, so okay, you grab a squirrel. Put down the squirrel, play the worker ant, play the coyote. Attack for 6. That puts the scales in our favor. We tank the hit from the River Otter. Deals 2. But now we have enough to win. Might as well just pick up a card. And we just deal 6. Yeah, that's the win. There we go. This game does test you a bit. I won't lie. It does test you. Oh, we have a trapper and we have a trader coming up too. So let's go trapper. Hello, trapper boy. Me pelts are clean. Have one free. I don't think we have enough for the gold pelt this time. No, just barely. We have 8. I don't know if there's any difference between the wolf pelt and the rabbit pelt. But then again, I guess we haven't tried, so we might as well try the wolf pelt. And I guess let's go from there. Thanks for your patronage. Alright, let's see if we get another gift here, since we are full up. Your pack was full, but a small critter approached. Hello, friend. Another pack rat. Interesting. I don't think I can deny our small fuzzy friend here. A pack rat, always useful. It is, but it also bogs down our deck, which is a little bit of an issue if you do think about it. As our deck begins to grow, there's more and more variance, and that can become a problem. That's why I think sacrificing things often is actually a good thing. But I think we do want to go to the trader. Coming up next. Caged wolf. I do want to kill off the caged wolf, by the way. Kingfisher, kingfisher, coyote. We can't block the kingfishers. We do have the Gek, which can get the caged wolf out. So let's do that. We also do have the wolf and the squirrel, which I think by that method, we should be able to get both the wolf and the caged wolf out, actually. Hello, spider. So let's do this. Let's bring out the Gek. Let's bring out the squirrel. Let's sacrifice the Gek. Do we keep the... You are lacking sacrifice, your caged wolf can't be sacrificed. Interesting, so if we over-sacrifice, we do not keep the remaining blood. Interesting. Alright, we've learned. I guess in that case, we just pass. A sparrow's coming in too. We're gonna want to set up in front of the sparrow with our wolf, I think. So let's grab a squirrel. Set up in front of the sparrow. This will gain us 3 in our favor again. The kingfishers and the sparrow will attack. That's okay, though. Caged wolf is about dead, which is good. Interesting, we can see our hand. I wonder if there's anything special about that fact. We will end up killing both the sparrow and the river otter, which is good. I think we just draw a card here. Stink bug. We can play the stink bug, actually. So might as well do so here. Actually, no. We keep it for next turn to kill the coyote. So I think we just attack them. We'll take 2, right? 1, 2. We'll take 2, which brings us down to 1. 1, 2, yes. So we won't die yet. We're living on a prayer once again. We do need to kill the coyote. Perfect. Uncage the... Oh, we got the wolf. What was that? Huh. Okay, we're still fine. We also got a wolf. Perfect. Okay. So we're in a good spot now, which means we don't need a stink bug. I thought it would uncage it, but I didn't know that would give us a wolf as well. Interesting. All right, let's draw a card. Ant Queen. Not relevant right now. Let's bring out the stink bug. And let's just attack him. That will set the scales at even. And the kingfisher will no longer be able to attack over, because that's 0. Perfect. Let's draw again. Actually, hold on. Who's coming next? A river otter. That's fine. Our wolf can tank 2 hits from him. A skink. All right, let's just attack, and I think we win. Do we not? We do indeed. All right, let's go to trader. The unfortunate thing is, if we do, we'll get another pack rat, which I'm not necessarily a fan of. Oh yeah, we need to check the wolf on the shelf, you're right. Show me some exquisite pelts. Hair pelts. Raven egg. Interesting. Skunk beaver rattler for 6, that's god-awful. River snapper, grizzly for 3. And an elk. An elk could be relevant at some point. It's a 2 for a 2/4, which is not bad as far as stats are concerned, and does move right every time at the end of our turn. So elk could be relevant. At the same time, a grizzly would not be a bad idea since we do have the Gex. I do like that thought. At the same time, do we know what the raven will spawn into? I think we do. I think it's a 2/2 flying. Let's go grizzly. Oh, wolf pelts too. Exquisite. Ooh, interesting. They have... Oh, so, interesting. Raven. Yeah, you're right. So these have multiple abilities tied onto them for wolf pelts. I wonder if that's specific to wolf pelts. Interesting. Very interesting. Turkey vulture. That's expensive. Sparrow gets us a worker ant. Rat King has flying, but also when dying gets us 4 bones. Wolf, touch of death, not really great. Turkey vulture seems expensive. Yeah, the insta-kill wolf seems pointless. Unless they have a wall of some sort, right? Porcupine grows. Adder dives, which actually is not bad when you think about it. It means that the adder theoretically can never die because it's always hidden on their attack. So the adder is actually not bad. That's actually really good when I think about it. So I think we grab the adder. Yeah. You have my gratitude. All right, let's get up. Yep, the caged wolf is now uncaged. Let's take everything before we go. Hello. So we can grab this now. And that gives us a knife. You finally pried my special dagger from the paws of that squirrel, though you may wish that you hadn't. What can I do with this now? Can I stab you? Any more teeth here? No. What can we do with that sacrificial dagger? You can't cut the ropes. Can we pry? No. Our fingers, maybe? Maybe. Nothing here. I don't think anything here has changed either. Still have no idea what we need to do for that. I can't stab you. Anything here we can pick up or touch? No. Did you solve them? Yes, we solved all of these already. Can I interact with this with it? You still have not figured anything out about this. Nothing at all. Nothing about that either. No clue. I have no clue what that accomplished, other than getting us that knife. Oh, it's there. Hold on. Can I interact with it? Enough. You can't use that presently. Is it just the dagger? Hold on. Items. I wish there was a navigation button so we don't have to flip through. Sacrificial dagger. You will place a weight on the scale. The pain is temporary. Okay, so it is just another item that we get. Not sure if it can be used outside of it, though. Interesting. Unfortunately, we're going to get another pack rat, which I don't really want. All full, but... Hello, friend. Another pack rat. A pack rat, always useful. So it's actually a detriment to get the here at times. Like 1 pack rat, not bad. 3 pack rats might be a crowd. There goes our life, the smoke. A foul smell invaded your nostrils and caused your throat to seize. A hulking man sat by a brackish pond with his feet submerged in the dark water. He pulled a hook from a pile of rotting fish and rose to his feet. Ooh, that's a new one. I am the angler. Go fish. I love the ambiance. Lucky draw. Honestly, a lucky draw would have been myself. What, you kingfisher? Okay. So we can't really interact with that unless we have something that can block it, which we don't. We can get a wolf out on board pretty quick, which would not be a half bad idea. So I think we do that. Tip the scales in our favor early. So we don't know what happens when we win our first bout. That actually is concerning. There is a ability, I'm pretty sure, that basically will take, is a hook. That will basically take a card from our table. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. There's something. I remember seeing it as we flipped through. Wonder. At a lock, Moonstrike Leader, Stinky Pants. Maybe it wasn't that, was it a boon? I love, oh, there we go, fish hook. To the user, hook one of my cards and take it as your own. I get a sense that that hook will take one. To avoid the pack rats, either avoid the path or use more items. Yeah, that's pretty much what we have to do. So I think that it's going to take one of our creatures, which could be detrimental in the long run. All right. Let's do some damage. Another kingfisher behind him. Which fish? Hard choose. Hard. Wait, what? Oh! When it deals damage, it then chooses one of our cards. Oh. That is problematic. So it gives them a free wolf. Unless we sacrifice it. Okay. I see. I see. Okay, okay. So we could sacrifice it to the stoat. Or we could grab a squirrel for another wolf. Let's draw, though. A gek, though. That is useful. So let's do this. I hate to... What are our points at? Actually, wait. We win. What happens if we just win? Will it still take the wolf or not? That's the question. I don't know. You've never experienced the angler. We could bring out the Gek and then sacrifice it for another wolf. Otherwise, we take a chance. Also, reset penalty? Yeah. We don't know anything that happens here. We'll take a chance. So resets. Reset the hook, so the symbol's no longer on the wolf. That's good. Go fish. So reset their board. Interesting. Okay, so it worked out. Bait bucket. I get a feeling that it's bad if we kill that. Let's draw a card. Possum. We could sacrifice the wolf. It might not be a bad idea to do so. Can we actually win this turn? Hold on. A possum is 1, 6, 4, 5. No, we'll be close. But they're not playing anything next turn, so I think here's what we do. We play the possum. We play the wolf. We play the Gek. We attack for 4. Another bait bucket. Won't matter, we win. Might as well get in some extra damage with the stoat. Bad play? I would disagree. Well, we'll never find out what happens when we kill a bait bucket. Need a light. Grizzled Angler, your reward. Let's take a look. Another Gek. The Geks have treated us well. Child 13, or Strange Larva, which we have not seen its final form yet. I do kind of like the Strange Larva. I do want to see what happens when it gets to its final form. You considered one of the angler's catches as a meal, but the rank order deterred you. Dinner would have to wait. Interesting. Let me think. This is new territory. You have not been here before. A frigid gust of wind bellowed, unwelcome into your lungs. Yeah, I guess it'd be a strange butterfly, but I don't know how powerful it would be, right? The beauty of the falling snow failed to distract you from the chill in your bones. You had ascended to the snow line. All right, let's take a look around. See what changed, if anything. Check our pages. See if anything new is there. So far, nothing. Yeah, nothing so far. What's on the first page of the manual? I guess the question is, what's considered the first page? The pine tree effect is new? Is the pine tree effect? Are you talking about Boon of the Forest? Pine tree effect. Is it the ability? I think the only thing that's a pine tree is the Boon of the Forest. Yeah, there's no front page of the manual. Wonder if there's anything on the side that we can see. No. No change here either. The pig is new? No, the pig was there before. Check you guys. Nothing changed with you two. Hello. And no new candles, but more gold teeth for us to take. What about the globe? Can we spin it fast enough that it falls off? No, doesn't look like it. But we could spin it here. Not that seemingly makes a difference. Yeah, doesn't look like there's much. What's that up there? That little red dot. Wonder if that's just an artifact or something else? I'll have to pay attention for later. Alright. Well, let's see what this is. This is new. You've arrived at the inky black mouth of a cave. Ooh. A strange beast lurked within. It spoke, "Pass one of my trials and I'll be yours," in a raspy voice. 3 key creatures will be drawn from your deck. They will decide your success or failure. It spoke again, but your first will choose a trial. But first, you will choose a trial. The Trial of Wisdom. The 3 drawn cards must have at least 3 sigils among them to pass. Okay. Oh, I could choose the other one. Let the Trial of Wisdom begin. Okay. 2. I wish you well. 1 from the pack rat, 1 from the pack rat, 1 from the stink bug. Worked out well. Question for you. Am I crazy? Or did a stink bug always look like that? Or was I just not noticing the hair? And, you know, the facial features? You don't think so? I don't think so either. I don't remember. But I feel like it's different. The face looks different, right? I'm not insane. I wonder if the stoat looks different too. Absolutely not. More feminine. Interesting. Very interesting. So I wonder if these cards, the hair and face is new. Okay, I wonder if these cards are much like my card, where they are trapped souls. Could be interesting. You have passed the trial. The beast revealed itself. It was static, elk fawn, and what is seemingly an eldritch beast. Worthy sacrifice. A card braided sigil counts as 3. Huh. That is odd. A elk fawn, which turns into an elk, which is a 2/4 with flying. Then an eldritch beast of some sort. Trinket bear. When a card bearing the sigil is played, you will have received the random item as long as you have 3. Bell ring. Represented by this 2 something 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 the. Huh. Yeah, I see that too. It looks like it's because it has a soul trapped in it. So whenever you sacrifice at the altar soul, basically it's a soul of probably a pack rat, and that's its representation. Much like how the elk guys have the glowing eyes as well. I mean, I'm between this card and the eldritch tentacles. Static or eldritch, that's... Like, this one, since we right-clicked on it, we see a worthy sacrifice, but we have no idea what's on it. We know that this is 3 health for 2 and pack rat, but we have no idea what its power is because it's bell ringer, which we have no information on. It's a variable stat. We just don't know what it is referenced to. Let's find out. The inhabited bell tentacle joined your menagerie. So can I see what it is now? No. Apparently I still can't. I think we sacrifice something here. The choice is yours. Where's our stoat? Oh, the stoat doesn't have an ability, so it's not here first. I think we should probably get rid of a pack rat, right? It's starting to clog up our build. So I think we sacrifice a pack rat. To what though? The stoat has yet to change. Only the stink bug did. I wonder why that is. So what do we want to apply pack rat to? I don't think we can have two, but there has been other things with two. Adler with stoat? Adler. Oh, I see what you're saying. Put an Adler with the stoat. I want to get rid of the pack rats. I think we have too many. It's starting to clog up our board. Or at least our deck, rather. I guess the possum with pack rat wouldn't be bad for a free item. Yeah, actually it wouldn't be a bad idea, because normally this is a free card off of sacrifices or blocking. So I think the possum would be the play. Let's do that. Unless we have a Gek. We do not have another Gek. Yeah, I think, honestly, the possum makes sense. Can give us the most value for free. And into a fight we go. We might as well use some of our items here, to be honest. Squirrel, skink, Gek, and then the Eldritch Beast, which we still have zero clue about. Multiple elk fawns, which will shuffle over to the right. They will deal damage. We could go with skink and also the Eldritch Beast. I think we drop our hand, basically. Play the beast as soon as you can. Yeah, let's do that first. So let's play the Gek. Let's play the beast. Sacrifice you. The beast will block one. What just happened there? So it's 2. But how is that measured? So we know that the variable is 2. We have no idea how it's measured. I wonder, Bell Ringer. The ability is called Bell Ringer. Is it represented by the number of turns? I wonder if it's represented... Oh, so it did try and add something, which it failed to do so. But I wonder if this number is the number of turns. So, because they had one... Technically, this is the first turn, but they queued. I wonder if it's considered this to be a second turn as we can attack. Huh, interesting. That could be it. It could be that it grows in power with the number of turns. We might want to try it the following turn next time and see if that's the case. Because it would make sense with the name Bell Ringer, right? Let's play the squirrel. Let's play the skink. Yeah, we're gonna drop all. Another elk fawn. Oh, because that's right. It's hard to call it cowardly. I didn't realize that would push the skink to the left, though. If I had known that, we would have pushed them a little bit further to the right. Whoops. Oh, that works out, though. We'll draw a card. A pack rat, which will allow us to sacrifice the wriggling tail at some point, which is actually pretty good for us. Elk fawn will move to the right at the end of their turn. Unfortunately, it will grow, is the only problem. We could theoretically use an item here. Wouldn't it be a half bad idea? And get rid of one of the elk fawns. I think we could get rid of this one. Yeah, let's do that. Goodbye. And I guess let's attack. Oh, it moved back. Oh, so the elk fawn moves the elk moves the other way, or either that or it switches direction. Oh no, it switches direction once it gets to the end. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. So pack rat. I guess let's play the squirrel. Let's sacrifice the wiggling's tail and the squirrel for the pack rat. Get an item. The fan will allow us to fly over, and I think that would win us the game. I mean, we win the game actually either ways, now look at it. So we're still good. So might as well just attack in for 3. Yeah, we win. So that's fine. Very interesting, though. Trapper boy! Let's do it up. Hello, Trapper. You won't find better pelts within 100 miles. 11. Wow. That price went up significantly. We have enough for the golden pelt. I think it's worth it. Let's do it. Take her 2. You have me gratitude. Campfire, we do have a campfire coming up, yeah. I wonder what happens if we don't buy something from the Trapper. That could be interesting. We could go campfire. We could also... Oh, one second. I do want to look around real quick. There's a quick look. Nothing here. Let's take a look at our deck. Do we want to thin it out a bit? Because we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're at 22 cards right now. To be fair, 2 of them are pelts. So we are going to probably go back down. I guess it is going to be still 22 at the end of the day. So I think maybe getting rid of another pack rat might not be a half bad idea. Either that or the adder. We could apply death touch to something. Which, didn't we apply that to someone already? Oh no, we put, that's right, this on the adder. Right. Since it might be more HP, true. At the same time, I feel like we need to thin out our deck just a bit. We're starting to end up with a lot of cards. I really want to get rid of this coyote. This coyote is god-awful. I think we either get rid of the pack rat or give death touch to something with high defense, low offense, like the stoat. I think that might be the right play. Wait, no, that one has 3 health. Never mind. Shoot. That's right, we buffed that one. We could get rid of a pack rat and place it on something. This is problematic. It might also be sacrificed there. That's true. We could see. All right, we'll take a risk. Wait, what's this though? This is new, and this looks like it's crossing out a card, like it's sacrificing a card. And we do have a fire up there after, but we do miss out on the trader. Oh shoot. I don't want to miss out on the trader. All right, well, we'll go fire, and see what's up, because I don't want to miss out on the pelts. The warm light of a campfire was a welcome sight, though the 10 hungry eyes around it dampened the greeting. Warm a creature by the fire, enhance its health, said one. All right, pick something else. So in that case, let's play with the theory that maybe they might eat it. So I don't want to put something too good. Maybe 3rd time's a charm. Let's see if we can get rid of the coyote. Find out. A 2-3. The survivors were right about the flames. They enhanced the creature's health. Spotting a few of the survivors drooling, he made a hasty retreat for coyote. So far, the answer is no. All right, we do have a item coming up, so we do want to use some of our items. Especially as this one is going to be a totem. So it looks like a tail will break off and it'll move. So basically it dodges the hit. Loose tail. When a card bearing the sigil would be struck, a tail is created in its place and a card bearing the sigil moves to the right. Elk fawn, elk fawn, elk fawn. Nothing but elk. Well, this is already problematic as we don't have many plays here. We can block a hit from the elk with the golden pelt. We can then I guess just pass the turn. There's not much else to do. We'll take 2. Ooh, they have a lot more in store too. We need to kill it ASAP. We cannot sacrifice it. So I think the play here is grab a squirrel. Yeah, they can't dodge if the field is full. That is correct. It will... Hold on one second. Card, bring the sigil moves to the right, which it can't move to the right and it can't move to the left. But this one would be able to move to the left, so we want to kill this elk fawn, I think. So let's place a squirrel. Let's place a squirrel. Let's use an item and get rid of this elk fawn here, I think. Let's sacrifice the 2 squirrels for the pack rat. And then I think we simply attack in. Perfect. Becomes an elk. We'll take 2 though. Dangerously close. We are dangerously close now. We have a coyote, which does not do much for us. We only have 2 bones. And we are in a dangerous predicament. Yeah, this ain't looking good. We can chump block 1, but that does nothing for us. Our pack rat will also die here. We might have to use the knife, yeah. So squirrel needs to block 1. Yeah, squirrel will have to block 1. We have to use the knife. That was not what I was expecting. I was expecting a finger, not an eye. Okay. That was unexpected. No comment about that one, but the pulling teeth one you will. That makes my vision blurry. I do not like that. What happens if I use 2 sacrificial daggers? Will it bring out both my eyes? Will I just be blind? Man, that was a surprise right there. It reset the scale though, so it's more than a tooth. I guess that's fair. It did reset the scale. That is still a thing. Okay, I guess we attack. It dodges. Multiple elks now. Good thing too. I really needed the pack rat to die. Coyote can't do anything. We don't have enough bones. Let's grab a... I guess, hold on. Stop getting wrecked. I mean, that is a high price to pay. So we can only take 3. We'll deal 2, bring us back to base. Golden pelt will die, which will get us a bone. It's gonna create an elk, though, is the problem. I think we need to draw. Do we have any more scissors? You know what? I would like to check, but I don't think I can. Not now. Oh, I need to draw the card first. Thank God. Let's draw. Worker ant. That actually could be significant. No, I only have flight. So no more scissors. Okay. We'll take 3, which is fine, because we're going to gain 2. We'll be able to play the coyote soon. Flight could help. Not in this instance, unfortunately. Not right away. But in the future, maybe. So that resets us. That's going to be 4 damage. Putting it down to 1. Coyote can now be played, which has 3 health, so it can tank a hit from an elk. That's good news. But we still need to block 1 elk, no matter what. So either that, or we're gonna have to fly over the elk and deal damage, basically. But there's also another elk fawn coming in. Oh, this is gonna be complicated. All right, so let's grab a squirrel. Let's grab the coyote, which can block the elk. The elk cannot move to the right or left. We can then play... They're gonna deal us 2 damage. Or 1, doesn't matter. So we have to give something flying. Something has to gain flying here. Did you lose a light? No, we have not lost a light. What we have lost is an eye, though. We're gonna have to get something flight. Otherwise, we do lose. So what we can do here is we can put down a squirrel. We can sacrifice that for a worker ant. We're gonna have to give... Oh, it gives everything flight. Okay. Good and bad in its own right, I suppose. That'll be 5. That'll help reset the scales a bit. There's the elk fawn. Pack rat goes. Worker ant hits the elk fawn, killing it, as the board is full. Coyote hits the elk, but does not kill it. The only chance might be that we draw my card, otherwise we're chumping to our death. Gek. Gek is relevant. Squirrel, tank, and flight. I think the Gek is actually the better play, thankfully. It worked out in our favor, because this will tank. And we can give it flight as well. So this works out. It resets the scale, but I don't think it's enough. There's flight. It's not enough, because now we end up with an empty board. And a board full of elk. There's the adder. We can't do anything. Yeah, we lose. Yep. That was a losing fight. That's rough. So are we blind in one of our eyes for more? Or for the remainder of this? I hope for more. I believe it or not, you're the first... you're not the first to lose an eye here. This isn't much fun if you're half blind. Perhaps you'd like to replace it. What in the world? I wonder if these eyes have any significance. Like, there's that deformed one there. There's a brown one. The pain was temporary, but what happens if we grab the upside down one? There's that one there and that one there where you can't see. Dark vision? Let's check out. You know, there's no better time than the present to experiment. Better? Regardless, the choice is final. That is until I stab out another eye. Let's see if that changed anything. So far, a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, doesn't look like it. What's the red splash on the manual? This one here? That was for the safe combination. 12. Ooh. Nothing changed here. What about these guys? Nothing changed there. Nothing over here either. Any gold teeth? Nope. Nothing there either. Nothing to pick up. Take a step back, nothing underneath. Alright, doesn't look like we have anything else to do. But sit back down and go to the trader. Interesting. Are your pelts clean? Hair pelts. Kingfisher, Ant Queen, Rat King. You are really trusting of a roguelike. You know, sometimes you need to experiment to figure what's up. Bat Cockroach. It does not die, but it costs 4 bones, and that's just a horrible trade. 1 worker ant's not bad, but a possum also could be beneficial to grab another one of you. It could prove beneficial, so let's do that. Incredible. Golden pelts. Strange larva, another pack rat, another geck, or amalgam. 2 for a 3/3. That's actually a really, really good rate. So I think we go for the 2 for a 3/3, actually. That's a really, really good rate. These are exquisite, my thanks. All right, well, we get some more loot because we did use ours. Do I really want that again? Do I really want that again? Actually, it's pretty good, to be fair. And we find out if we lose another eye, what happens? That pitiful opossum. Frozen opossum, a 0/5, but we do get a possum at the end. That's actually really good. And another frozen opossum. I'll take the scissors. We do have another pack coming up, too. An amalgam. Like I said, the amalgam's really, really good. Oof. Our opening hand's kind of rough, though. Raven egg, and alpha. Alpha's significant here because it's going to give 1 power to the raven eggs with 1. We found the last talking card. Wait, we found the last talking card? Did we? I don't think, no, we haven't. Yo, what's up, Tweak? How you doing? So we need to kill the alpha. Frozen opossum. Let's bring you out. Let's put you in front of... Shit. We need 3 damage. So we're gonna have to draw a squirrel. Yeah, frozen opossum in front of the alpha, I suppose. And then pass. Yeah, they're gonna come down with 1, which is pretty significant. That's already 2. Let's draw a squirrel. So we can go 1, 2. Sacrifice for their amalgam. Wolf cubs over there. Can't add or insta-kill it? Yes. But I think I want to get rid of these raven eggs before they spawn, is my thought. Let's get rid of... How much damage is coming in next turn? 1, 2. Putting us down to 1. Rough. Wait, I should look at this real quick. Adjacent. So this one will not get buffed, thankfully. So it's only going to be 2 damage coming in. So I think we're fine for now. No, I forgot about the raven. Yeah, we died. Yep. Forgot about that. It transformed. I forgot how powerful the raven was. That's 2 damage. So that'll be the end of that run. So do we get to make another card? Stay there, no need to move. I'm afraid you are not dead yet. Hold still. Where did I put that camera of mine? Wow, you have a lot of hair. Oh. Do you have any idea what that camera is capable of? There was something before it. Did anyone catch it? I clicked again because it didn't say anything. It was probably like less than a frame. Did anyone catch what it said? But it flashed really quickly, so you're gonna have to do a few double checks. Thank you, I appreciate you both. Another free cost card, though. You're right, we do have plenty of free cost. That depends on how it determines what we make our card as. Give me that. Ooh! We have a memento to create. Behold your death card. Shall you begin to ink it? Please choose a card to draw the cost from. Yeah, unfortunately it is random as far as the cost is concerned. Pathetic, did you really think I'd leave film in there? Ah. So I guess as far as cost is concerned, the coyote is pretty bad. It really is. So I think a 2 cost is better. Cost of 2 blood from the adder. And another, this time, power and health for the numbers. I guess 2-2. A 2-2 for 2 instead of a 0-3. 2 power, 2 health from the pack rat, so it is randomized. Now choose a card from which we extract the sigil. Basically, this would become an ant queen if we did that. Except I guess it doesn't have the variable stats. Yeah. It does not come with the variable stats, it's the only problem. No matter what, I guess if we do this, it basically becomes a pack rat. Yeah. So if we just do that, it's a 2-2 for 2 Raven cost. It is a Raven cost. I mean, this would make it a pack rat. 2-2 for 2 of item. Just be pack rat. A sigil of Trinket Bear from the Bell Tentacle. Yep, we'll do it. I never asked what your name is. Guilt Rat. Was pack rat 1 word or 2 words? Two, I think? Can someone check, just so I make it consistent with the game? Yes, I am that particular. 2? Can we get confirmation on that? Please and thank you. It was earlier in the rotation, so it shouldn't be that difficult to find. If it's 2, then we'll do Guilt Rat. Or, do we want to do Guilt Rat or Rat Spire? I'll leave it up to you guys. Actually, let's do a quick poll. Poll. Which one? Guilt Rat? Rat Spire. Let's do a quick 1-minute poll. Rat Spire? Waiting for the VOD to load? Sounds good. I'll let you guys run the poll. I see 1 for Guilt Rat, 1 for Rat Spire. We have more people in chat, so choose what the death card will be named. Spell really like a counterfeit? I mean, I like to be in line with the game to some degree. Rat Spire would be its own thing. Guilt Rat, I'd like to do it as the same way of Pack Rat. It'd basically be Gold-Leafed Rat would basically be the breakdown of the name. Where Rat Spire would be, for lack of a better term, Rat Sword and or Rat Stick. Because a spire is a spike, a stick, or a sword based on the usage. So it'd be Rat Sword if you wanted to make it sound cool. 50-50, okay, I guess I'll have to choose. I kind of do like Rat Spire, but then we get confirmation on Pack Rat. I do think it's 2. I just want to make sure. Checking still? No worries. What does Rat Spire look like? Rat Spire. Kind of do like Rat Spire, but I voted Guilt Rat, but didn't count. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, we either have Gold Leafed Rat, or we have Rat Sword. Or Gold Rat. I think we're gonna go with Rat Spire. Why not? Yeah, I'm gonna determine that one. One thing remains. I must capture your visage. That 8 damage, sure. It is 2 words though, Pack Rat? Okay, thank you. Keep that in mind for the future. I just imagined a giant tower made of living rats. Basically. Back again. I had such high hopes for that last one. Why do I bother trying to teach you? You will learn as we go, or you will die. Oh, we got a hook. A gift from the angler. You see, he was recently defeated recently and wishes to redeem himself. It'd be unfortunate if he were to fall to the prospector before he was given that chance. The hook is powerful. You may steal one of my cards with it. For that reason, you will not find any others along the path. Ooh. Use it wisely. It seems the lowly stink bug has made its way in. Oh, Stoat has changed. Look at that. But it is dealt, so it stands. Huh. Yeah, stink bug did change. Interesting. 273 still. Any other changes here? Not looking like it so far. Ooh, this did change though. Turkey vulture and squirrel. What does that mean though? We really do not have any idea. You get 1 hook per life. Interesting. And now there are more of these. I would think that this one might be my character. But right now there are 5. What if you play those cards in that position in a match? Ooh, that's a thought. That is a thought. I like that idea. Can you tell me? What, for the clock? No, we'll figure it out. Like I said, I want to keep this spoiler free because it's actually pretty cool. That does stay there though. Some gold teeth. There's a new light. What happens if we do that? Oh, the smoke. I do relish snuffing out your excess candles before a boss. Perhaps you will now enjoy it as much as I do. Now, will these give us anything new? Doesn't look like it. Let's double check, just in case. Always worth a shot. All right. Trying to think of what this could be. But we'll probably have to give it some more thought another time. Alright, guys. I think that there will be the end of today's stream. This was a lot of fun. I am so happy to have played this. And to have gotten as far as we did. I was already thinking about having Fridays be Variety Fridays. if you do like that idea, I would be fully down to play some more Inscryption on Friday as long as we don't have an event. This Friday is going to be Among Us, however. Hence Variety Friday. So we wouldn't be able to do Among Us or do Inscryption. However, since COTF matches on Sundays are currently off until I think the 14th of November, we can do Inscryption again on Sunday. So what we'll do is Among Us is on Friday, which is a community event. So if you are here and are followed, definitely make sure to be here on Friday. Make sure to also join the community Discord. However, we'll be back for some more Inscryption on Sunday because this is a lot of fun. This really does bring together a lot of elements of games that I love. Sunday card day, not always, but at least for now, we have some free Sundays. This brings together roguelike, this brings together role-playing, this brings together deck building, this brings together psychological horror, and puzzles. Like, this is such a cool and interactive game. I'll be honest, I saw Huts playing it, and I was like, I'll take a look, and then I saw, like, I have to play this. I have to play this on stream. So I saw very little bit. Thankfully, Huts was not all too great on their first run. They did not have a lot of experience with TCGs in this same sense. So, wicked exciting to play more of this. But on that note, let's see who is live over on Twitch for us to raid. Looks like Daves and Don'ts is playing some Pokemon. Let's go raid them. Let's go raid some Pokemon. Looks like they're doing some raids right now for all you Pokemon fans. But with that being said, guys, as always, if you did enjoy the show, please make sure to hit that follow button. If you haven't already, though, check out our Action Life campaign. We're trying to help your kids at Sanford Children's Hospital here in Fargo, North Dakota. On that note, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow, right, at 7 p.m. CST for some Dead by Daylight. Bye-bye!